and you can contact Mrs. Lova Kabondo. +1 917 297 5037. Second fundraising by IPOB women. It will be April the 3rd, 2021. Time 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Venue Zoom conference. ID 841-7163-84. 634739. The passcode is 625911. Let me repeat that Zoom ID again. 841-7163-4739. Passcode 625911. There are one more announcement, but because of time, I will let it go. I'll open the line for our people to just put in their 1 cent of opinion before the women show up. They will come in exactly at the top of the hour, 10 o'clock. You know them. You know when they come. You know they don't give me extra time, and they come with a very sweet voice. Mazi Alozie, we are ready. No. Mm-hmm. So if you have something to say it very short. If you know your speech will be long, you wait. When they finish, then you call in. You don't have to rush to call in. If you know what you have to say will take about 5 to 6 minutes, don't call in. You don't have to rush to call in. Let those that have few things to say. So if you have something to say, let them say it. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, that's fine. That is a +1 484 767 0848. That is the call number. +1 484 767 0848. We are formidable. We are not afraid. But at the same time, people must watch what they say and how you say it. You don't want to say something where people will feel you challenge them, and they will continue to make the situation tough for you. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Caller, you on the air, your name and where you're calling from. Welcome. We are listening. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom. I'm calling from a good province this afternoon. See, we are saying the truth, but very sad indeed that some people who are supposed to join in a condemnation of this truth, one way or the other, because of it is non-account, because of it is IPOB, they are deviating and they are not doing what they're supposed to do. But the truth is that as you are fighting your brother because of your brother is doing it more better than you, and you think supporting the enemies will be the best, at the end you will regret it, because if we fail to get what we're supposed to get this time to be free in our land, it's going to affect every one of it. Just like one of our leaders' clip, the talk, where he said that if you fail to support what you just are supposed to support, like you fail to fund the Eastern Security Network, and these people overrun us and took away our land, occupy all the places in our land, it simply means that you that reside in diaspora, you have no home. So I am using this opportunity to tell everyone that this time, you see, it's not time for you to fight your brother. This is time for you to fight against your enemy. And who is that your enemy? Let me tell you if you don't know. Your enemy is those who is funding bandits, who is funding the high killers of Boko Haram, who is funding Mileti Allah Fulani jihadists to kill innocent people in the name of taking their land. Then when you say, no, you cannot take my land, and you establish a security that will protect your land, you protect your farm. These people seriously looking for that security. You're supposed to fight those people because they don't love you. I mean, that people that comes out boldly say they want to go and fight Eastern Security Network, they are the real enemy of ours. They are the real enemies of our land. They want to take away our land. Anyone that is supporting them in our land, we need to go against them because they are in practice together. They want to take away our land. We need to stop them. This is not time for you to fight Nnamdi Kanu. This is not time for you to fight IPOB. This is not time for you to do saboteur work because at the end you will regret it. Mazi, the blessing of Chukwuemeka Alozie will continue to be with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is doing a very marvelous work that the Elohim Chukwuemeka Alozie is sending to do, and all those who is supporting him. The blessing of the mighty hand of Chukwuemeka will continue to be at their back. Thank you so much, Mazi.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The call number is +1 4847670848. Remember, the women will be here at the top of the hour, and when they come, don't call. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Alozie, can you hear me, sir?
I hear you clearly. Go ahead. Quick.
Okay, sir. Mazi Alozie, Chukwuemeka Alozie, we are fighting to liberate ourselves. Freedom is not given, freedom is taken. And before you can get the honey, you must defeat the bee. We are beating it. Fulani cannot take our land. Mazi Alozie, all of you that is staying anywhere in this planet Earth, the whole world wants to use Fulani and take our land so that we will not have any other place on this earth to live. And our children are gone. We become wanderers. And this is why this generation has been mandated that this land that our ancestors left for us, we must get it back. They go together like preaching. They Biafra all over the world. France has come. Let China come. Japan come. America come. Come and kill all of us here and take our land. We are not insulting anybody, and we are not apologizing any trust on this planet to get our land back. If you want to help us, Biafra all over the world. Take this message down from the God of heaven and earth who sent our leader to come and rescue us.
All right, Mazi.
Ezekiel chapter 2.
Thank you.
From verse 1 to end. Do you see verse 5, verse 6, verse 7, verse 8, very, very important, and verse 10. And Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 7, verse 8, verse 9, verse. But from verse 1 to end, they are very, very important. Then Ezekiel chapter 34, from verse 1 to end. Do you see verse 23 and verse 24 on the line? I'm not going to talk about it.
Thank you. I told you, you talk very quickly and short because we don't have time today. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi Alozie, very good evening and Shabbat Shalom from Warsaw, Poland. I remain okay for Nuswe Corona, okay, here from Omaka and all the province of Biafra land. And we appreciate you, our ears and all of them. We appreciate them. The beautiful angels sent by Chukwuemeka Alozie on non-government. We appreciate all of you doing the needful. Mazi, exactly your topic today. This is exactly what Mazi Chinasa just tweeted today. Because we are in the media, we are following everything. Mazi Chinasa tweeted, now that the France has claimed the responsibilities for the Rwandan genocide, when shall a British claim the genocide on Biafrans? And Mazi, you see, this, when we talk, people think we are playing. The Inspector General of Police in the zoo, I send it to you, and I was thinking you play that clip. How is inciting his men to kill civilians, innocent civilians? And one idiot that called himself Mohammed Dalamin, Mohammed Damalam, he said that ESN was floated to destabilize the South and the Southeast. This is the more reason why now that all of them, Uchemefo and Obiano, see what is happening now, Omombra now. They are sending people, army with a helicopter there. The one in Iguata, where they called him back, last week he invited the army to come and help him kill the people that he is governing. You can see that all these, they know what they are doing, but not until we start doing the needful. And why France and all of them have right to be talking all this nonsense, because since 1945, before we were born, they have been taking our resources. But very, very soon, everything will go down. Because on the way I get our number, on the way here now, it's not possible. Until we begin to touch those things that are giving that money in our backyard. Very, very soon we'll start to destroy them. Before God, I will leave it here because I know you don't have time. We'll come back for that and discuss that. If we have not started destroying all this, everything that they're taking in our land, all this their shell, everything, very soon, very, very soon. Thank you, my brother. I remain okay for you.
They are just people that have no feelings for black people. They are taking responsibility for genocide in Rwanda. But you see the Hutus fighting the Tutsis. Divide and rule. They killed themselves and macheted themselves with heads rolling. Black on black hatred. And the same thing is flourishing in Biafra land. You go to South and Southeast. Because you know they are one. You deceived them. You changed their names. You gave them all this and then during the war you used the Biafran uniform and committed genocide on the people of Nembe, Okreka, Degema, Buguma, and Ijo, and you said it's Biafran soldiers. You lied. Because Britain told you what to do. Wear Biafran army uniform. And then you poison the mind of the people. Today, are they not killing you? Are the Biafrans the ones killing you today? No, it's the same people that killed you in the 60s. They are the ones killing you today. You see the handwork, the writing on the wall is still visible. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi.
Something is wrong with your phone. If you're not ready to talk, you hang up.
It's getting closer. We are getting closer to the end of the road, and I think doing very well. I think we are doing very well. Mazi, what Kenfolin just said now, and what the other caller said, I think that's what we need to do, and what you have actually alluded to this afternoon about the people who want to say they want to support. The calling of the Efulefus and the Utilatras that they are forming a security outfit. Let's see who is going to go there. But we want to warn our women, our mothers. In Biafra land, do not give your son away to be killed. Do not give your son to fighting for our freedom. It is not going to be likely. It's not going to be easy. We need to start destroying. How can you? Come on, guys. Do you guys think that the white people are better than us? They are not better than us. Do you think Britain is better than... We are over 70 million people. Britain is 56 million. 56 million people stealing our property, our oil, and our mineral resources, our gas. The same thing with France. How many are France? What makes us so dumb that we can just be waiting kolo eye like this? These people, they take what belong to us. And you call them because they are white skin. They are coming to protect the resources. They are coming to protect the sheep. They are coming to do... For what? Do they even think that they are stronger than us? Well, one day is one day. Let me give time because our women is coming. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is what they do. Please don't call anymore. I will not take your call until the women are done. Because they have 2 minutes to be here. unless your call will be less than 2 minutes. If so, you call. Even if you call and it's more than 2 minutes, I'm going to cut you off. So it's your choice. It's your choice. These people are evil. They are taking responsibility for the genocide after killing innocent people. We are the only ones being roasted. We are the ones only being beheaded. We don't see the beauty in us. We don't appreciate ourselves. That same perception you have that when a white man comes, he's better than you. You have two people in the hospital. One is a white doctor, one is a black doctor. You will think that the white doctor, when he touches you, you will be made whole. Caller, is this the right time to call? You don't have the time.
Yeah, I know that, Mazi, Dr. Alozie. The revelation of forum with regards to what France has admitted to will lead to exactly what I want to say. It's very short. For all these useless demonstrators at the British embassy, my question to them is this: who is doing what is happening? Who's responsible for what is happening in Nigeria? They are, and they are going there to tell them what they know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. They are the ones who are doing what is happening there, and you are going there to tell you. They're looking at you and laughing at you because you are the fool who does not understand what is happening in Nigeria. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. This call will resume as soon as the women are gone. We will resume this discussion. And let me remind you again, tomorrow we are coming on early, and we'll be exiting early. Okay, but you'll have enough time to call and exchange your views. We appreciate it. All the things I have been doing is for your sake. But those people that want to be slaves all their lives will continue to come and talk rubbish. You are going to the British embassy to do what? It does not exceed the evidence they have against you. And this is why they put you down. This is why they look upon you that you are irresponsible. This is why they look at you as if you don't have common sense. People that are being killed, that are supposed to fight for their survival, are the ones betraying their own survival. And you are shameless. You have no shame. And you parade, you walk around like a human being with something in your skull. You don't have a damn thing in your brain. You are telling me you are full of hate. Then be full of hate. Let me see how you're going to progress. I have a question for you. All those people that came abroad and then went back to go and work for the Fulanis, why did you leave in the first place to go to Europe? It is because of that. Many of you drowned in the Mediterranean. And it got to a point they started treating you like your animals. Most of you ate shit. You were dehumanized. And you have a chance to salvage yourself, whatever is left of your respect, if any. But most of you cannot think. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Very fine, and energetic today.
Very, very good. We are ready.
Go ahead. I'm muting myself out, and you have a nice conversation. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, sir.
Bye-bye.
My sisters were on the air, and the good morning, Mazi Alozie. Good morning, my sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, fellow Biafrans. Friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, listeners of Radio Biafra and IPOB worldwide. My name is Dr. Tina Ebere Chukwu. I am Ada Biafra from the heart of Biafra land of the province. We welcome you to our program this morning. This is another beautiful spring morning. This Saturday. The day is March 27, 2021. We're coming to you live and direct from the United States of America. We broadcast on this platform, wonderful, hallowed platform. We're giving a chance to come on to every Saturday through Radio Biafra USA, and we transmit through Radio Biafra London, and as well as IPOB Community Radio app. Our leader, is Onyendu Mazi Chukwuemeka for Biafra. He's the director of both Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. We thank him for answering the call of Chukwuemeka Alozie for his people. We also appreciate him for his consistency, for his spirit, for his undying spirit, for his unwavering spirit. I have never seen a man wake up in the morning, say the same thing, say it in the afternoon, continue to say it in the night, and even when you wake him up in the middle of the night, he wakes up and says exactly the same thing. That's what we call consistency, and that's what we call somebody with integrity. He doesn't change. We also want to thank our Radio Biafra personnel, all of you, and the leadership of IPOB for their hard work. Your faithful service to us is appreciated. I have my sisters this morning, and I'll give them a chance to introduce themselves, and then we'll begin our discussion. Mr. Kume, would you please?
Thank you, my pleasure. Yes, thank you, my pleasure. Greetings, my fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, and listeners of Radio Biafra. It is always my pleasure to welcome you on this day's program. As you know, it is one day at a time. This is another day in the struggle to restore the land of the rising of Biafra. And it is another day to thank Chukwuemeka Alozie for all his blessings upon all of us. My name is Akunne. I'm from Owerri province. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Sister Kume. Sister Cecilia?
Fellow Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom. I just come to you this morning with expectation and with delight that we can sit together and think about our future and also come up with some strategy on how to move forward. My name is Cecilia and I come from Umwahia. I just want to say I'm so delighted to come to you all this morning through this program, and I hope our discussion will make some meaning in our lives as Biafrans so that we can all together move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. And it's just the reason when we come on, we tell you that this is about the kind of things that we want you to start thinking about. Our theme this morning is our people, our land, and our security. Our people, our land, and our security. Keep these things in mind as we speak, because our people are the most important people on earth to us. Our land is sacred. That's why we talk about our land. And our security for the people and our land is paramount at this time. So we must do what we have to do to save ourselves. We're trying to save ourselves. If nobody's pursuing you, you shouldn't be running. If nobody's pursuing us, we should not be running. If nobody's troubling us, we shouldn't be saying our security, our people, our land, we should not. But because we know there is a siege against us, that's why we're crying and we're running and we are going to defend ourselves. That's why we come to talk on Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra is other programs, maybe when we get Biafra. We sing songs, we do whatever we have to do. We remember our history. We talk about this time. But at this point, Radio Biafra is to propagate freedom and to propagate the struggle, to measure we are in the struggle. Before we get started, I will ask one of our sisters to pray, short prayer, before we get started. So anyone who is ready to pray, please jump in and start.
Father, we come to you this morning. We come to you as a people, the people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, this freedom that you've given us so freely. We come to you as your children. Our precious Father, you have seen all that which surrounds us at this time. And we are now like an endangered species. But Lord, we can't accept that because we know we have a mighty God. Therefore, dear Lord, we present ourselves, our situation before you. We present our anxiety and our fear before you. Father, we are looking unto you. You said we should lift up our eyes unto the hills. Father, we lift up our eyes unto you. Because from you, O God, cometh our deliverance. And so, Father, we thank you for this morning. We thank you for your love for the people of Biafra. We thank you for giving us life, peace, good health, liberty. We just give you the praise. Father, we pray you take complete control of this situation in our land. Take complete control of this radio broadcast. Turn the hearts of our people that they may listen and learn and implement that which will be helpful to us. We give you all the glory this morning. In Jesus' name we pray. He said,
thank you very much. Thank you. Our theme is our people, our land, our security. So our first topic of discussion this morning is, what is the only security in Biafra that we can count on? And why did these people come? I want our sisters to explain what the goal of the security network that our leader has explained, introduced in Biafra land. We want to explain it, we want to say what they are for, because I think many people are misunderstanding this, and this is why they are in our place now are running around, and everybody is trying to form a security outfit. They don't understand what they're trying to do. So this morning, I am going to ask my sisters to have this discussion on the air, so that you, fellow Biafrans, you freedom lovers, you IPOB worldwide, can get this thing centered in your mind why we are doing what we're doing and why we're doing it, how we're doing it. Because don't let yourself be fooled. All these voices of confusion are just that, voices of confusion. And we refuse to be confused. Why is there this security network? And which one is it that we must put our heart and our mind on? Why did they come?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity, my sister. All of us know what brought us to this extent of Eastern Security Network. Because we have those Igbo Fulani slaves, those in Biafra land, who cannot protect the people they are called to protect, who cannot serve the population of those that make up their province or their state. Since the brutality of the Fulani herdsmen have become unbearable, our leader said no. He cannot be alive for his people, for Fulani slave men killing our people. That is why the Security Network was sent to us from heaven through the mighty work of our leader, Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie. and the IPOBs. Our leader has said it, and said it, that Eastern Security Network that was established in Biafra land is only bet defense and never to offend anybody. This is what we have to understand. Eastern Security Network never come to Biafra land to offend any Igwe, any Eze, any Ohalese Ndohi and Diama, any Fulani administrators. That's not why the Eastern Security Network is established. It's established to protect the owner of the land, to protect our mothers, our fathers, farming, going to farm, from being killed and raped by the Fulani herdsmen. This is the main issue. The Eastern Security Network was established. Eastern Security Network, please, I beg you guys, you shouldn't mess up with Eastern Security Network, because Eastern Security Network is God-given, sent from above, from Heavenly Father, Chukwuemeka. I hear from time to time anybody get up and form his own security. You can form it to protect you and your family and not to disturb the Eastern Security. They are there to protect those who fail to protect. Eastern Security Network, they are angels from heaven. Mind you, no matter what you try to do, you cannot defeat them. You cannot do anything to them, and they are the one to defeat you. Because why? They come from the above. They are chief. They are the Biafra. That's what Eastern Security is all about. It's not to offend anybody, it's to defend the people of the land. So the only security asset that Biafrans recognize are those God, those, as I said, come from heaven, and the only Eastern Security Network, those unknown that are doing their work, how they we are told to do it. I advise Biafrans, especially those in Biafra land, to be focused so that nobody will confuse you in recognizing those who are for you and those that are against you. To be establishing any type of security for you to go against your brother. When you do that, remember that you are now counted in the number of those sabos. Remember that those sabos will never go for free. Or now or later, we will find them and we will deal with them. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much, Sister Kumo. Sister Cecilia, what do you think? What is the only security in Biafra that we can count on, and why did they come?
I just want to add my voice to my sister that spoke earlier. Our leader just made a statement a few days ago. He said, EFN is about defense and not offense. EFN is about defense. When you are about defense, it means you are defending yourself. You are defending your life. And then you may ask, what are they defending? Who are they defending? EFN is defending the poor masses who cannot defend themselves. The governors have their security details. They go all over the place. They cannot even go to the bathroom without the security details. The others have their security details. And all these big shots have their security details. The common man does not have. And this is why when we look at our land, Biafra, the common man has suffered. The common man has suffered. We've suffered from the hands of our leaders. We've suffered from the hands of the saboteurs in our midst. Coming? We've suffered from the hands of the Fulani. We've suffered from the hands of the Ohanese. These people, you stay in your house, you see cows all over the place. Cows go in people's farms, eat up everything in people's land. Cows are just all over the place. You can't even move around without these cows. You try to cross the street, there are cows. In front of your house, there are cows. Everywhere you go, there are cows. These cows, you can't drive them away. You can't even talk to the headers. When you dare talk to them, you are killed. When you talk to them, you are threatened. The government, in the first place, has already marginalized us. The police checkpoints all over have been distorted from us. All these things have put fear in the hearts of our people. How can people live life in fear? Fear is a terrible phenomenon in the life of a person. Whenever a person lives in fear, that person is cowed, that person is caged, that person cannot function to the optimum. And this is what our people have been going through. Last Christmas, so many people who went home came back. They were rejoicing that they could go into their houses, lock the door, sleep peacefully because of the work that the Eastern Security Network are doing. When our leader established this security network, we all remember that was in February. He said they are going to be in the forest, guarding our forest, because these people had turned our forest into their own homeland. They stay in the forest, during the night they come out, they kill families, they maim people, they do all sorts of atrocities, they run back into the forest. Nobody knows who they are. They don't have any address. There is nobody who can arrest them because nobody can identify them. We cannot continue living our lives like that. The common man needs the security. And this is why we have ESN. And I'm so grateful that God gave this insight to our leader, Mazi Chukwuemeka, to start this security network. And he did it and did it in a very formidable way. Up till tomorrow, Nigeria cannot understand how somebody can establish such a gigantic network without anybody discovering. It's a miracle. And this is to confirm that the hand of God is in this thing. So, my beloved people, Eastern Security Network is there to safeguard the security of the common man. They are there to protect those who cannot talk for themselves. They are there to protect our farms so that by this time next year, we can have some harvest. They are there to make sure that our land is secure. That these people will not leave their, wherever they come from, just to desecrate our land. They are there for the good of all Biafrans. So all these mushroom security networks coming up at this time, when all this mayhem was going on in the land of Biafra, our governors have their security, but they couldn't help the common man. The Ohaneses have their security details, but they could not help the common man. The chiefs and the elders have their security details, but they could not help the common man. And now that we have had our own security details, just like Amotekun in the West, they have El Shabaab also. Our own is not different. We are there to protect the common man. Whatever it is with our Eastern leaders, I cannot understand. But I am calling on the Ohanese, the Obi of Onitsha, the governors, I'm calling on all of you to join hands with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instead of bringing up your own mushroom networks, and then they will be causing confusion in our land. What is your purpose? What is your objective? Why are you setting up this new security outfit when we already have one? When we already have one, if we can join our forces together, I'm sure our people will be secure. Remember, the Biafrans are not asking for too much. All they ask is that they should be alive. They should be allowed to live instead of killing our young men, killing our young women all the time. The generations to come after you, this is what these headers are destroying. And you sit down in your comfortable offices, and the only thing you can do is to raise up a new security detail. I am asking, and I am saying that our young people, the authentic security detail you should join is the Eastern Security Network. That's the only one that will secure you, secure your future and generations to come. All these other ones said by Obi or Furniture, I don't know what the objective is, but I bet you these mushroom networks are not going to help the common man. They are there to join the headers to kill Biafrans. So I am asking that our young people join the authentic security network, and that is the Eastern Security Network. That is the only network that will defend the common man, that will protect our land, and that will make sure that we all move together to get into Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A special welcome now to our wonderful sister, Sister Victoria. Thank you for joining us. Would you please add your words to this question? What is the only security network in Biafra that we can count on, and why did they come?
Thank you, my sister. My people, I'm joining late. Hamburg, Victoria. What is the only security network that we have? The only security network that we have is the Eastern Security Network. Why did Eastern Security come? I believe that some of my sisters have said something about it, but I'm just going to say a little bit about it. Why did it come? It came to a time in our own land when we don't have the opportunity to come outside, when we don't have the opportunity to stand up, when we don't have opportunity to say anything. Fulani Janjaweed occupied our land to the extent that we are like foreigners, and they are the one that own the land. I remember one of the occasions when one of my youngest sisters living in Port Harcourt told me, my sister, there was a day that a Fulani man beat up a pregnant woman. And as they were beating up this pregnant woman, everybody were just taking pictures and walking away. And they beat this woman. I don't know if she survived or not. That was what she told me. I say, right in her own land, she says, nobody could say anything. She said, yes, this is terrible. When Eastern Security, things were even worse than this. When Eastern Security Network came up, it was like a sigh of relief to the common man. At that time, the people that call themselves leaders, the people that call themselves governors, they have no plan to protect our people. And that's why they don't say that they go into any building, enter inside, back what people have, and nobody can say a word, because if you say a word, they will kill you, and nobody will even ask of you. God used Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to establish this network, to the extent that the heart of the common man, the government is not for them. The government is for the rich. They now have peace, that at least somebody is looking out for them. That is why Eastern Security Network came out in the first place. And they have been doing their best to secure our people. These are the young men, these are young women who have forgotten about themselves. I hear about some of them. They left their families. They left their children. Some of them, their wives left them, so that they can be a part of this network
to secure Biafra land. They are not just fighting for their own family. They know that together we stand, divided we fall. Therefore, they have decided to forsake everything they have in pursuit of freedom and liberty. And they are there in Eastern Security Network. And as they are there, some of them are dying. Like our leader said, they will kill us, we will kill them. At the end, Biafra will come. Why are there security networks now coming up? That is the question that you have to ask. Where were those networks when our land was sinking? My sisters in Aba, when they are going, you don't know who will catch you the next minute. They were kidnapping at will. They were raping at will. These people that are coming up now with their network, are you for our people or against our people? I know that there's a place in the scripture in the book of Proverbs that says that the heart of a friend is better than the kiss of an enemy.
Yes.
This network they are starting now is a kiss of an enemy. This network is not for our people. This is to secure Fulani in our land. This is to secure their pocket. This is to secure their position. And if you are a Biafran and you are hearing the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some of you may feel hurt. Yes, it is better than this kiss of the enemy coming towards you. It is better than the putting hand on your shoulder by the enemy who has sold you for a morsel of bread. This network that is being started by the governor, this network that is being started by the Obi of Onitsha, and all other ones starting up networks, remember that they are digging your burial ground. Their own burial ground will come later after they have swallowed whatever they've given them. It will be your own turn. What I don't know is the number of people that are really getting the message straight. What I don't know is the number of people who understand what we are fighting for. If you want to accept that food, just like Esau in the Bible, for a morsel of food, you sell your birthright. You want to accept that money they are giving you, the bribe from Fulani Janjaweed, the bribe from the British government, the bribe from the estates and the governors. You are accepting it to fight against you. Look, this is what is at stake. They want to destroy you. They want to destroy our youth. So that when the real fight comes, there will be no men to fight. And you are accepted to be destroyed. You are working with your own enemy. They are putting their hand on your shoulder, making you feel that you're one of them, that you are fighting the very hand that is feeding you. What a shame. This network is not for your good. Because if this network is for your good, they wouldn't be there standing when Fulani Janjaweed with their dirtiness are raping our women. They wouldn't be there when at every junction our men are abducted and their bank accounts are empty. Where are they? Have they ever spoken for you before? I must tell you, you that is supporting evil, evil will not depart from your own home. You that is supporting evil, you will die in the process. If God has said, have determined that Biafra will receive the freedom, you with your network cannot stop it. Because I know that there is a time for everything. The time that we are in now is a time of coming together, bonding ourselves together, following the direction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the only person that has your good at heart. When your house is on fire, you don't just stand there and say, hey, my children, please, can you just come out of the house? The house is on fire. You don't do that. You have to shout with the strength of your mind. You're going to shout on top of your voice. And that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. Some of you are taking offense that he's talking in that way. Some of you are angry that he's speaking in that way. Yes, his house is on fire. He recognizes it. He has given all he had. He has given his liberty. He has given up his wealth that he should have been sitting on just for you. And you are saying thank you to him by joining the evil leaders of the land to fight the establishment that is meant for your own good. You are joining them to fight against the very hand that is feeding you. I must tell you, there are many of you that are supporting these people. You are in agreement that your own house will be on fire. Can we look at the middle belt? They don't have nothing over there. but all of them are in one accord, in agreement to secure their land. If you look at the Yoruba people, they are rising up and they are fighting. Now our own people are divided within for the love of money. You are divided within and you are joining evil people to call evil good. I must tell you, evil will not depart from your household. All of you that are joining these evil people to fight against this kind of security network, unknown Godman will meet all of you, no matter how much you try to fight it, because it's in spirit and you cannot stop it. I have to stop here, my sisters. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, our first question is like our second. Our people, our land, our security is our concern this morning, and we must discuss it to the fullest of our knowledge. And one of my sisters have already mentioned the name of, all of you mentioned the name of our next topic. Our next topic is about Obi of furniture and how he is protecting the Janjaweed Fulani herdsmen in our land. Did you know that that is what he's doing? I don't think many of us know, because when we think, okay, now he's trying to get a security network, why at this time, you must ask yourself. But this is what he's doing. At night, he's protecting the Janjaweeds, that he allows them to sleep in his palace. Obi of furniture is allowing the Janjaweeds to sleep in his palace, further making our land dirty, impure, further decimating what we know as clean. Obi of furniture is a clean monarch. Why would the Janjaweed, people who are dirty, uncircumcised faces, my sister, can you start to speak for us?
You know, when an Igbo man has a son, there is joy and rejoicing, because that father has a hope that that son will one day maintain the family name. That son will one day stand in his place. When we look at the things happening in our land, you start wondering, you start wondering, what really happened to our people? What happened to these people, so-called leaders? What really happened to them? It is indeed very sad that in the first place, the Obi of furniture has created on Ichado to fight against our people. That's not even the crux of the matter. He now opens the door to his palace. This is a palace built by heavy money from his people. He now opened the door for these people, the Fulani herders, to come in and sleep in his house. Maybe they even bring in the cows to his compound. Who knows? I really think our people need to rethink who they are. Because to me, it seems as if even the Obi of furniture has forgotten who he is, what kind of oath he took, what his position means. He has forgotten all of that. Obi of furniture, let me remind you, you were put in this position to secure the furniture, the land of furniture. You were put in this position to help your people. You were put in this position to drive away the invaders, people who will come from other places to invade the land of furniture. But instead, see what you're doing. You are doing the opposite, bringing in the very enemy into your palace, giving them a place to sleep, securing them By so doing, you're just telling them, go ahead with all the mayhem you're doing in my land. Go ahead with all the evil you're doing. Go ahead, take your cows. Let them go and eat up the things in people's farms. You're encouraging them. Obi of Onitsha, your position is a respected position. I'm sure your people respect you. And the respect is reciprocal. You must respect your people too. But when you connive with the enemy, when you ginger the enemy, when you harbor the enemy, when you secure the enemy, you are not doing what you are supposed to be doing for your people. Do not forget that you will have to give an account of how you ruled your people. You are a leader. People are looking up to you. People want to be like you. People want to copy you. What would you say, the people of Onitsha? How do you say they should recognize you? How will they copy from you and replicate whatever you are doing at this time? You are accountable to your people, whether you like it or not. You are not accountable to the header. You are accountable to the people of Onitsha. Look at what is happening in Onitsha. Roadblocks all over the place. Roadblocks all over the place. People of Onitsha are now being castrated. Whatever bus they see, they stop, they check in, they bring out all the young men, they bring out all the young men. Can you imagine, Obi of Onitsha, if your child was in one of these buses and these people waylay your son? Will you be happy? These people that they are waylaying, these people they are kidnapping, these people they are killing, they are raping, these are people's children. They are people's children. How do you feel if your own child was amongst them? You know, there is something known as nemesis. Whatever you do on other people will always follow you, and it will always come back to you. So don't be surprised when this type of things follow your children, follow the generations, even the ones that are not born, because of you putting your hand in what you should not do. I know what is driving you is the money they have given you. I know what is driving you is the brown envelope you have already received. So now what you're doing is just appeasing your Fulani masters, telling them, it's all right, look at what I'm doing. But to be of Onitsha, you are not doing the right thing. You need to rethink the course of action you are taking. That palace is not meant to be desecrated. That is a place where people ought to come in. And when they come in with reverence. They come in with honoring you. But see how you have brought yourself so low. So low. You are now one of the headers. You are now one of the kidnappers. You are now one of the extortioners. You are now one of them. One of them. Look at you. Look at them. Igbo man, let money not deceive you. Let money not pull you away from what you're supposed to be doing. You are supposed to be a great man. Stand tall and take care of your people. That's what you were elected for, if at all you were elected. That's what you were positioned for. That's what that palace is meant for your people. When they have cases, they come to you, you judge them. When they don't have food, they come to your OB, you give them a place, something to eat. When they don't have a place to live, they come to your OB, they should find a place to live. Not you giving your OB to genderweed people, who in turn, after they have slept in your house, they've eaten, they've gotten the energy, then they turn around and kill your people. Take off your hand from where you have put it, because you have soiled your hand with oil. You have soiled your life. You have soiled your prestige. You have soiled your honor. You have soiled generations of yours that are still not even born in this life. So, Obi of Onitsha, you are on the wrong path. You have to make a 360-degree turn and help your people. That's what you are there for. Help your people. Help your people, especially at this time. Build the confidence back in your people. Tell all those soldiers with their checkpoints to leave Onitsha. You have the authority. You can do that because I know you invited them. You invited them. They can leave on your request. They can leave on your command. But I want you to turn around and take care of the people of Onitsha. That's what you are there for. And I hope you will do that. So that history, when they judge you, will say this was an Obi that was able to help his people. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. We need to remind some of these places in our land, no matter who they are, we treat their mess up. It is how I used to live above the fray. Dear friends, we are not this kind of people. But when you see that you're being killed, somebody is pursuing you with a knife or a gun, you must speak up. You must speak out. You must cry out. Because if they don't hear your voice, they will not know. People around will not know what is making you cry out. They will not know that you're being killed. They will not know that people are pursuing you. That's why when you're crying out and you're running, people will look your direction and try to help you. My brothers and sisters, fellow Biafrans, we are crying out, we are talking to these people the way we talk to them because they have messed up in our land. Sister Victoria, what do you say?
Thank you, my sister. My people, you say, it's unfortunate that in this era that we are in, we have such leaders that has no concern for their people. Leaders that don't really care whether the tribe of Igbo survive or not. They are comfortable that their families are abroad. They are comfortable that their families are doing well wherever they are. The rest of the people can go ahead, either die by the sword of Fulani Janjaweed, killed by hunger, or eaten by wild animals. And they are there parading that they are leading us. This is a fear. In fact, our leader, everybody that listens to the voice of that man will understand what is going on. He said that more of the saboteurs will surely come up, that we should be prepared. But among the rich, the people that call themselves Ndeze, among these people is the one that wants us to respect him as the firstborn of the Igbo tribe, the Obi of your nature. What is the firstborn supposed to do? To gather his family together, to put things that are crooked straight. The opposite is what is happening now. And this is not just a young man, he's an elderly statesman. He's an older man that have witnessed time upon time upon time how our people are being reduced in number by the killings by the Fulani government. They have witnessed it. And now it is their turn to say enough is enough for my people. Did you see what the candidate did? He did instant security network. But this one now is on a shadow. What is he doing? Separating us. He's separating the youth in Onitsha to make them feel that Onitsha is different for the rest of the East. To make them feel that they have a right to make sure that instant security does not work in their land. Those of you that are accepting such positions, are you reasoning with yourself? Our leader did not just do Adia Face Security Network or Umuahia Security Network. He did entire East. Now, these people, with the leadership of Obi of Onitsha, that's supposed to be the elder statesman to guide the people, he has started to produce one to fight against his own people. But now, let us look at it in the other way around. Are the police and army supposed to secure the people, or the people securing police and army? Can't you see that something is wrong in that arrangement?
The police and army that come to our land, they're supposed to secure, but over the years, they have been extorting, exploiting, killing, destroying, many, raping our people over the years. Now, knowing the kind of breach that we have, the 5 eastern states that other states are looking at to see what they're doing, for them to lead them out of this slavery, and not the one in charge of enslaving their people. I no longer look at Fulani as the one enslaving us. I'm looking at our own leaders. The people that call themselves leaders of this land, they are the one enslaving us. Because with the effort our leader, Mazi Chukwuemeka has made so far, with the effort he has made, with the young men, young women who volunteer their life to fight this people in our land, they have not been met with severe resistance by the governors, by the agents, by the Nzerozo, and by some individuals. If they have not been met with resistance, I'm telling you that the East would have been secured by now. Because other states are looking for what we have. But our own people have decided that individuals now will be securing police. Can you see that there is a problem with that arrangement? It is not for you. Secure the police so the police can go and kill the people. I heard as of this morning that in Ariaba, that people have to raise their hand up when they move out. Because there is a heavy presence of police and army. Where are they there? The governors and their security networks are protecting the army. Not that they can beat up our people. They cannot. This is the reason why we are crying. That the children of Biafra are like orphans. Orphans will survive, but it is very difficult. They have to go through severe difficulties that they are not able to go through. If why you cry for an orphan is that orphan has no help. That is how I look at Biafra and their leaders. Biafrans are like orphans because the people that are supposed to be the parents have decided to sell the children. The governor that's supposed to protect, the Obi of Onitsha, that when he stands up and speaks, people will listen, has decided to turn his back on his own people and secure the police and army. Please, anybody that is listening to this, you can see that there is a problem. How can an individual begin to secure police and army, secure Fulani Janjaweed, so that they can take their farm, their animal, go to the farm, destroy your farm, and you cannot do anything? This is nonsense. And on the other hand, where are the Christian leaders? I have to include it. We said this is a Christian area. Majority of people in the East are Christians. Until now that the Fulani Janjaweed is infiltrating our land. Where are these people to go and speak to these governors, to these Nzerozo? What are you guys doing? Because this is not just one person. In as much as all of you are quiet and watching this Nzerozo, governors doing whatever they like, you are a party to it. The Christian leaders, you are a party to what is happening to our people. But I must tell you that we are not stressed out. We are not distressed. The Obi of Onitsha, this message goes to you. You are doing the undoable. You are doing the unthinkable. You are doing evil in our land. You are destroying our lineage and the heritage because of the love of money. Remember what happened to Judas Iscariot. Remember what happened to other false prophets. Yes, this is from the Holy Book that all of us handle as Christians. You're not going to get away because now lives are being lost. The youth that was supposed to fight the Fulani Janjaweed, you are now bringing them together to fight each other and kill themselves. That is what you guys are doing. The youth are supposed to bond together and fight the Fulani Janjaweed and secure our land. You are now causing the war to start in our own midst. This is what happened during Ojukwu time. Ojukwu could not succeed, not because our people couldn't fight. Ojukwu did not succeed because there are people like this Obi of Onitsha. There are people like that in those days that also did the same saboteur, making sure that Ojukwu did not succeed. But this time, because we already know that people like you are there, God will surely take over this battle. Mazi Chukwuemeka has already said it, that our victory is not coming from man, it is coming from God. And that is how it's going to be. All of you that have decided that what you did to Ojukwu, you're going to be still from the same people. You did it to Ojukwu. All these people that are still standing up now, all these governors, you did it to Ojukwu. You're doing it also to Mazi Chukwuemeka. It's not going to work. And now I'm going to address our people, the young generation. If you know you're not going to go into slavery, I've heard about some of the some schools
in Oyo State also have closed down. Christian schools are closed down because the Islamic people down there now has enforced the law that everybody should be on hijab. If you don't want your own people to be like online to be like that, you better stay away from that evil money. The youth, the Onechado youth, at least your own now, we already know you by your name. And there are other ones. If you don't want to subject your women to Islamic slavery, sex slavery, and selling human beings, killing them, and if you know you don't want it, you better step out. I know many of you love money more than you love your life. But when that time comes, God will hear the voice of Mazi Chukwuemeka because he has worked, and all these young men that have been dying on the line, and he will secure our land in your own shame. The Lord will do it. Thank you, my people. Everybody that is listening to our voice, make sure other people hear, because we cannot fight against each other. It's enough to fight Fulani Janjaweed, but to fight against each other, please step back from any arrangement that will lead you to that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. Mr. Kume, please add your voice.
Yes, my sister, thank you so much. You have said it all. And for me, I feel like what is happening today in their land. Those who are brothers, our fathers, our leaders, in those days, do we have mouth to talk to them today? Because they have lost their respect. Because they are set down like a little baby. How will I in life of thinking of calling Obi of Onitsha a shameful man? This is what they deserve. Our leader have been saying this. Most of us didn't know what our leader knows. Our leader has seen many things we don't even think of. That's why he talks the way he do. Most of the time, I doubt, how can a man like this be doing this? All these Fulani Janjaweed in our land, those people calling themselves our leaders. When did Igbo people come to this estate? That they have laid themselves down. These people will be for Richard. When I think of you, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to do. I'm very angry of what is happening. So Obio Obaricha didn't see what had been going on. Not, I can't say in all Biafra, only in knowledge. With Obio Obaricha haven't seen that the Fulani are killing our people. In conjunction with Obiano. So Obio Obaricha did not share anything for all this time. People dying like eating animal. Nobody please them like that. Raping people, torturing people, killing people, and taking their land and properties. Obio shall never see all this because his children, who know where they are in America, London, wherever. Maybe they are not there, and none of his children of relation have ever been killed. That's why he keep quiet if he's Obi. Now that Obi should be respected, and the Obi of Onitsha has contaminated his palace, bringing the Fulani herdsmen inside to cover them up during the night after they have killed their people, after they have raped and tortured their people. Our own people bring them in to protect them. What a shame, Obi of Onitsha. Why do you people are doing this? Why do you people are disgracing Biafra? All these people, you can call yourself prominent men in those days. That's what we call you people. But now, you are disgracing us. No more respect to you people, because you don't deserve it. You first of all give respect to yourself and respect it to others. Let's see where we are today. Now, Obio Volunteer has emerged as another fable. As Onyedu said, they will be coming one after the other. They will be coming and all of them will fail. Obio Volunteer, instead of you protecting Onitsha people, the use of Onitsha, and you're handing them over to your enemies to kill them. Obio Volunteer, do you know that Fulanis are your enemies? You don't know, but they don't love you. It seems when you are in your mother's womb, they already hate you because you are evil. There's nothing to do about it. They hate you because you work on them. I will blame you because you went to Abuja. When you people went to Abuja and talk with Abuja people, those in government, you become useless. You become useless to your people. See your people anyhow. No protection. Now you go and get another security in top of what our leaders have done to fight against us, to fight against ourselves. Those you are bringing are Igbo youths, Biafrans, who supposed to join the Eastern Security Network. But today you have divided on each other. These people fighting these people, we are the same people. How do you people how do you people do all this nonsense? How do you go to bed and sleep while other children, other people's children are being killed, massacred? On the way they stop them, people going on their own way to find the bread of the day. Probably they will not come back alive. They take them away. What type of nonsense is this going on in Biafra land? Enough is enough for Biafra furniture. Know that whatever you people are doing in that furniture, Obiano, all of you Fulani administrators, whatever you are doing there, God will pay all of you. Because whatever you sow is what you reap. And we hold you accountable for all that is happening in Onitsha. For the youth you are killing. Even though you don't do it directly, your hand is on it. If you don't stop, be a furniture. Respect yourself. Your job is to protect your people, to protect your land, and to give them security, not to establish another security to fight them. And if you do bring home your people to join the social security network, or even the ones you formed to defend your enemies. To conclude, I'm saying shame on you, all of you who's supposed to be respected, and no respect for you guys. What you deserve is condemnation from Biafran people. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. I just want to add that my sisters have made all the points. Desperation of our land is what you people are doing, and we will not stand for that anymore. And it is out of fear of the soiled hands that you go and try to protect the danger with herdsmen. The herdsmen who are terrorists, number 4 terrorists or number 3 terrorist organization in the world. That's really a leaking sleep in the palace. And let me tell you, we are sure praying for Eastern Security Network, and we're surely praying for saints, unknown gun angels. Unknown gun angels. I know that you people are afraid of them. You're afraid of them. We're praying for them because they will find all of you one after the other. Now you are shaking in your boots because you know there are God sent unknown born angels in our land, and He will avenge for the raped boys and girls, for the raped women, for the one that few people killed in Yala and dismembered her. The unknown gone angels are coming for you. You are afraid. But you haven't started running yet because you cannot outrun the long arm of God. He reaches in all corners of the world. You should be afraid. Umahi should be afraid we're here. Obiano should be afraid we're here. Wike should be afraid in that region. Hopeless should be afraid. Okay, should be afraid. All of you should be afraid. Because unknown gone angels are in our land. And we're praying for them. We're praying for them. We don't know who they are, but we're praying for them. They'll find you. I know you're acting out of fear. But that fear that you created in our land that have been consuming our people, it's time to consume you and your families. I am very happy this morning to announce to you that what you're waiting for, you will not even know when it overtakes you. I am announcing that to you. So be afraid because you have made many people afraid. Let's move to our next topic, and our next topic is like the same that we have been talking about. What is the role of religion? You remember one of my sisters has already asked this question. What is the role of religion in the zoo where a child like Leah Sharifu cannot be protected? Consider also all these people, the pronouncements that Amnesty is talking about. Ipob was always telling me nobody is protected in the zoo, nobody is protected in the zoo. Now, many of the schools in the zoo up north are closed. Not because of COVID, but now because of insecurity. Sister, can you please mute your phone? Please mute your phone. We are not saying this now in the South. They're saying it in all corners of the zoo. Could you please mute your phone, sister? Thank you. What kind of religious elders and religious prophets and whatever they call themselves, because they have no respect anymore? No respect. What kind of place is the zoo that children like Leah Sharifu cannot be protected? No boy, no girl, no child is protected in the zoo, even in their own schools. They are abducted, taken into in thousands, in hundreds. How do you abduct the whole school and nobody knows? No police shows up, no army shows up, nobody shows up. Sister Victoria, please start us with this one. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, the things that are happening in that contraption called Nigeria is unbelievable. In those days, Igbo people will say, Imerala. This one is worse than Imerala. Yep. This is unthinkable. Children are protected all over the world, except most of the time of Islamic sect. Their children have been married off by 9 years, 7 years. They already married off to one man.
Old men.
Old, very old men. They are allowed young children to marry very old men, thereby stopping that person's life. And that is why they say Boko Haram. Because when somebody is enlightened, when somebody is knowledgeable, you cannot say allow your 9-year-old child, your 7-year-old child to be married to one old man that is already trying to end his life. So they can just get a young child pregnant and give her with a number of children. And they keep on adding wife upon wife. The one who is not enough, they can have as number as they want. Now, this is what is being brought to us. They started with Christian schools. They say that we are infidel. But our women are not infidel when it comes to their sex drive. They are not infidel. If they are not infidel when it comes to grabbing them and marrying them off by force, how can you say they are infidel and you're still going after them? The men you will kill. The women is your sex slave, or you sell them for money, or you marry them off. And that brought us to the topic of Leah Sharif. Leah Sharif is a Christian student that was the leader of her fellow students. We were all aware when the first one, the attack that really shot, I heard that they had been doing it in the time past. But that time, by the agreements and arrangements of the government, because they make sure that all the boys are not in school. They treat them, whether they paid up somebody that owns the school or not, only God knows. That is between them and God. Everybody that have any prominent person that have their children were not there on that day when they led up the team of Leah Sharif to the forest and forcefully convert them. Forcefully convert every one of them, put hijab on every one of them, and they become Islamic slaves. They married some of them off. Some of them died. Till today, we are hearing some people were released. What about those that have no mouth? What about families that has no way of allowing people to hear their voice? Some of their children were killed. Some of them are now baby-making machines for them. It is so shameful that these people, even though the Nigerian government know that these people were forcefully and wrongfully taken away, they had the boldness to announce that Leah had had a second child. And then our Christian leaders, just like they did to the Khan leader, they fold their hands and watch. You see, I must tell you, and I'm speaking from my heart at this time, I'm afraid of leaders of religion, starting from the top down. Yes, I look at them as the people that are gathering the people for the slaughterhouse. That is how I look at them. All these leaders, unless you say you are different, and you rise up and speak up for your people, until then, I think you're just one of the group that has been bought over, either by the government you're in or by the Islamic government. You are one of them. The Khan leader was killed. Today, nobody has shaken their butt to say, this is wrong. Everybody is quiet because you've been bought over. Or you're afraid of, if you're a soldier of Christ, as you claim, if you are not the wolf in sheep clothing, you will not care for your life. That is what the scripture that you have says. They care not for their life, even unto death. But all of you will accept bribe on behalf of your group, and you watch them. Leah Sharif is having a second baby. This is a child that the parents sent to school. Oh my God, my heart hurts as I think about it. Because I remember, even when I was 15 years old, and some men were coming for marriage, my parents said, no, she cannot go to marriage now until she finishes her school. That was the only reason I had to finish my school and get to school in a level before I had to marry. And this is a child in secondary school with her future ahead of her. You have put her in captivity and she's there making babies just like other ones. And this is just one out of many. These people has done it several times that the world is now dead. Even if when they hear they have taken away 100 children, 200, 500, everybody keep on going their way. They turn their head the other side. You Christian leaders all over the world, I'm not just talking about Biafra land. I'm not just talking about that zoo country. You Christian leaders everywhere, what are you doing? I must say that I'm sorry when I see some of their parade in the TV. When I see them parade anywhere, I now have a double mind because I no longer believe. I no longer believe. Because we remember that the prophets, the people that follow the steps of Christ, those prophets will die telling their people the truth. And the Bible that you carry says that you're going to receive your reward. But you guys are telling your reward is not on this earth. You have accepted the gift of Judas, and nobody is paying anything. This young child called Leah refused to convert to Islam. And yet they forget that she's an infidel because she's not a believer, and they're getting her pregnant and making her have babies in captivity. And you think that God that you're using his name to make merchandise you people that call yourself Christian leaders, that God that you're using his name to extort money from the people, you levy church members, you make them to pay tithe, you cause them to give church offerings, and you gather the whole money. Some people will get the first fruit from their farms. Even those poor people in the village, they will give you the best they have, and you're only good at collecting from the people. When the governments are not doing evil to the people, none of you say a word. I challenge you guys this day, if any of you is hearing me, that will speak up on behalf of Ye Sharif. I challenge all Christian leaders, anywhere you are, and can hear our voice. I challenge you to speak up on behalf of this young child. She's just a point of contact for thousands of young girls that have been married up to the Islamic people by force. She's just a point of contact for many of them that are being raped every day, busting their bladder, decimating their life. She's just a point of contact for any area where you have these people that have no age grade for the children they can take. I don't have to continue because I'm so angry and my sisters have something to say. But today, if you call yourself a Christian leader, and you can hear our voice, and you continue to keep quiet, and they keep getting these children pregnant, and you don't even do anything and say a word, now you should know that you're a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I thank God many people are already beginning to mind themselves, because that is what the word of God says, that you don't even need to congregate anymore when that time comes, that those that worship God will worship him in spirit and in truth. That is why people are now reluctant to believe what you're saying. Separate yourself from them and speak up on behalf of the people. If not, you are part of the people, regardless the church of God or sister. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much, Sister Kumi. My pleasure. You know, that Nigeria, the role of religious in the zoo. My sister, let me tell you, this girl we are talking about is only 16 years of age. And the Fulanis have done this to this girl. It's heartbreaking. First of all, let me say something to some of our people in the zoo country. You know, when something happened, I know when they kidnap these people in their dorm, it's 2017, in 2018, I'm sorry, it's 2018, right? Then, the president of so-called Nigeria, Muhammad Buhari, already died in 2017.
Yes.
And things are happening. I remember when this thing happened, I had some people calling President Buhari to come to their aid, to come and release them. You know, when I hear people, I do believe some of these people saying this, calling Buhari, they are the most ignorant I can ever see. Because our leaders have been saying this for a long time, that Buhari is no more. Buhari has died. Today, if something happened Biafra land, any part of Nigeria, people will be calling Buhari to help them. Buhari is already decayed in the tomb. Buhari is dead and he has gone forever. So, for this girl's case, Lihe Sharibu, her case, and the cases of other young girls and young people in that Nigeria is critical. Today we call about the religious, the churches, the pastors, whatever we call them. But my brothers and sisters, remember that Fulani, they have started their mission for a long time. For many, many years before it came to this condition today. Fulani, little by little, they started destroying churches, burning churches, killing people in the north. And these so-called churches, pastors, religious, never do anything. Rather, they went in to pray for adoration so that this will not happen again. These things continue happening. You know what the Fulani did? They intimidated everybody in the way that if anything happens, nobody will talk. If you talk, we kill you. Today, my dear, you see, sometimes if I blame these people, I can blame them from the beginning of the happiness of what is happening in Nigeria today. But now, who talks? If you talk, they go and find you, they go and torture you. But if they reacted from the beginning, things will not be the way it is today. If it's not the intimidation the Fulani people have given all the people in Nigeria, this lady, this little 16-year-old, should have been rescued. Wherever she is today, I believe she's alive. And as my sister said, become a baby-making machine wherever they kept her. She refused to be converted in Muslim. She refused. A little girl should be saved alive. Nobody talks. All the mega churches, mega pastors in Nigeria, where are you guys? Nobody talks. All the religious, nobody talks. Whatever happened today, nobody talks. Tomorrow will happen again. It continues like this. Day after day, day after day, day after day, it becomes a normal life to the people of Nigeria. This is not a normal life. It's abomination going on in that country. Abomination to the highest order. Kidnapping innocent people, killing innocent people. Fulani, are you not ashamed of yourself? You know, I say shame to Nigeria cabals, those who rule Nigeria. I say shame to those people in uniform. Nigerian people in uniform, the police, army, navy, any of you in uniform working for Nigeria. Shame to you guys, because you guys have no mouth and not say anything. Anything happen is okay. Because they didn't kill your own brother, your own sister, your own daughter, or your own son. They didn't kill them. So everything is fine. This girl, wherever she is today, should be released. Fulani Janjawi, this is not your daughter. Let her go. Let her go. A lot is happening. Many of them from Biafra land that you have disabled at a young age. What type of country is this? A country of geographic expression? What do we call Nigeria? Fulani have long intimidated our people. This is what I'm saying, and this is the problem. They don't care anymore. A place where bribery and corruption is booming. It's the only thing booming. It's the only thing working. Nothing more. Everything. They can kill anyhow, rape anyhow, steal anyhow, do whatever anyhow. As soon as bribery and corruption, where they get money, that's what they do. Nothing more. The blood suckers Fulani. You have to keep and use this girl to make you money for how long? To make you child for how long? Enough is enough. Enough of this nonsense is enough, Fulani people. We need our people. Nigeria need their people. Fulani, you are a foreigner to Nigeria. Shame unto all of you. My sister, that's okay. That's how for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sister Cecilia?
Thank you. I just want to say this young lady, Sharibu, was abducted from Dachi School where girls were attending, and this was since February 2018.
Mm-hmm.
This girl has been taken away from her family, from loved ones, from her church. And I start wondering, the pastor of the church where this girl goes to, do you know your members? Does it ever occur to you that one of this soul is missing from your church since 2018? Do you know where this young woman is at this time? You are meant to be the good shepherd, just like Christ was. The good shepherd knows his sheep. The good shepherd will care for the sheep. The good shepherd will protect the sheep. Even when the wild animal comes to take away the sheep, the good shepherd will fight that animal until he will save that sheep. But if there is an hireling who does not know the sheep, who does not care about the sheep, when the wild animal comes, it takes away the sheep, and the hireling does nothing because he does not know the sheep and he doesn't care about the sheep. So, Pastor, Mr. G.O., and all the leaders of this church, I'm asking, do you know your sheep? Leah Sharibu has been gone since 2018. She's been taken to an unknown destination.
Inside the zoo.
Nigerians are where she is.
The whatever they're saying is inside the zoo. She's still there.
Yes, she's still in Nigeria. Pastor, what are you doing? You are supposed to be the shepherd of the members of your church. Leah Sheridan has been gone since 2018. Do you know where she is? She is held against her faith. She is held against her wish. Do you know where she is? I just want to remind you, Mr. Pastor, that there's going to come a time of tribulation in the world. The Bible asks, when that time comes, when Christ comes back, shall he find faith? Look at Leah Sharibu, as small as she is, as young as she is, as tender as she is, she has held on to the Christian faith. Isn't that a challenge to you? She has held on to her Christian faith. And then the pastors are all around. I'm sure when tribulation comes, even these very pastors will succumb to the tribulation. But look at this young girl. Maybe God is using this young girl as a symbol to make you understand that faith doesn't come by age. Faith doesn't come because you're a pastor. Faith doesn't come because of age. She is a symbol of faith, that in the face of difficulty, she has stood the test of time. She has held on to her Christian faith. She has refused to succumb. She has refused to bow to Islam, to whatever other gods are out there. She has refused it because she knows that the true God is the God of heaven. Pastor, what do you believe? Your silence going to look for this child means to have consented to the Islamic faith. Your negligence in this point means you have consented to the Islamic faith. Look at it now. In most Christian cities, they have sheikhs. They have sheikhs, and these sheikhs are meant to overrule and to supervise the Christian church. When Christ comes back, shall he find faith? So I want to encourage you. Leah Sheribu, hold on your faith. No matter what you're going through, do not succumb. Hold on your faith. We see now in Kwara State what is going on. They are trying to make the Muslim girls in Christian schools to come to school in their hijab. Eventually, Pastor, this is what is going to happen. And when it happens, I can just see you, Pastor, throwing away your Bible and maybe following the Islamic religion, which will be a shame, a big shame. Learn a lesson from Leah Sheribu. Even though she's going through what she's going through, this young woman has held on to the name of the Lord, to the shame of all the pastors in Nigeria, to the shame of all the mothers in the churches in Nigeria, to the shame of all people that carry the Bible and walk around. Something has to be done. Can you imagine if this were your daughter? Can you imagine if this was your child? Pastors, mothers in the church, rise up. This girl needs to be delivered. She needs to be delivered. She is still a Christian. She is still a member of the church. Church members, go and look for Leah Sheribu. Deliver her. So I just want to encourage Leah, wherever you are, if you're hearing our voice, hold on to your faith. Hold on to the Lord. Even if you are the only Christian standing when Christ comes in that country, I pray you, the Lord will deliver your life. But also, I am telling the church where this young lady used to go to, I am calling on the pastor. I'm calling on the leaders of the Christian groups in Nigeria to go and look for Leah Sheribu and deliver her. She needs to be delivered. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, my brothers and sisters out there in radio land, when you hear our voice, you think we're all nice-minded women. We are. We are even Christian women. We are. But let me tell you, this kind of Christianity cannot go on. It just cannot go on. This is the religion is now 419. This is 419. That's why one of my sisters who spoke earlier said, we don't believe in this. This is not religion. Because Jesus is the number one freedom fighter in the world. In this world, he came and set us free. Jesus is a freedom fighter. If you haven't heard that before, hear it now. Jesus is a freedom fighter. Leah Sheribu, I am going to speak to you like a mom. I have children your age. My dear daughter, if you have any way to break the leg of any Fulani that is holding you right now, my daughter, break that leg and run away and get freedom. Do not fear that God will judge you harshly if you kill your enemy and get free. This is what I will tell my own daughter. Because listen to this. Your 16-year-old daughter abducted, be in the shoes of this mother. Let me tell you, a woman fights like a wounded lion when your children are touched. And the mother church, my own, is the Christian Catholic Church. The Mother Church teaches us that we are, like one of my sisters already said, we are Christian soldiers. We cannot lay down for the enemy to take us over. We cannot lay down for this uncircumcised Fulani herdsmen to do this to our daughters. You cannot sit down in your churches and carry the Bible and read it like you don't understand what it says. If your mother, your friends will come out when you hear such thing. We have already illustrated that what shall we do is just one out of thousands heard all over the Jew, heard all over the Arab countries, being married off to old men, dirty old men, to destroy the lives of children, young girls. Oh my goodness. Girls, if you can hear us, if you can hear the word of God, if you have the Spirit of God inside of you, do what you have to do to subdue your enemy, run away, do what you have to do to free yourself, and when you come out, speak loud and clear to all girls. And if you're a woman, and you are sitting in your house, and some old man takes your daughter because you think that is your tradition, because you think that is the religion you believe in, because you think you're Muslim, your 9-year-old daughter can be raped by old men and taken away from you. Your conscience better wake up, because I know there is a conscience in every human being that God has created. And that conscience tells you what is right and tells you what is wrong. And when you see wrong, you call it wrong. And when you see right, you say this is right. And if you cannot do that as a human being, you are an animal. That's why we call you the zoo. You're an animal. It's your conscience that directs you, tells you this is wrong, and you call it right. And your conscience that directs you that this is right, and you call it wrong. You are a zoo animal. You're worse than a zoo animal, because I know that even the wild animals that you can observe out there, they know when to run away from danger, and they know when to move in to feed. You are worse than an animal. If your mother is Nigeria and you are not thinking about these abducted young women and some young men, and you're not praying for them, and you're not raising your voice, you're worse than a zoo animal. My leader calls you zoo animal. Zoo animals are tame. You're a wild beast. No conscience. I feel strongly about the cause of children. I am a child advocate. Children must not be oppressed. My sisters, please mute your phone. Sisters, children cannot be oppressed. Children cannot be held down because they are the light of the world. Children are the light of the world. What they will be, we have not discovered, and that's why we nurture them. We nurture children because they have not yet reached their potential. You old man, you know you're a drunkard old man, you have already reached your potential, you can go in the corner and die. I'll train my children because they are the future. They are tomorrow. Thank you very much, sisters, for tackling this topic. Sisters, please mute your phones. You're becoming very annoying. We are in radio land. Okay. There is insecurity cry all over Nigeria. Remember, our people, our land, our security is our theme today. There is a cry of insecurity all over Nigeria from every corner. Osun State, Iwo Youth, about Benin, Fayoshe, Northeast, some experts in the Northeast. Nigeria needs urgent overhaul. Everybody's crying, even outside the state. Does this suggest the end of is near? Is the end of Nigeria is near? Because everybody from all corners of Nigeria are crying. Is the end near? Because I feel like the end is near.
You need me now?
Yes, please. Go ahead. You can speak. Go ahead, Sister Cecilia. Is that okay? Okay, so Cecilia? Yes. Because Cecilia, you must mute your phone when you're not speaking. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to impress upon our people. There is insecurity all over the place. There is mayhem all over that land of Nigeria. There is so much killing. There is, our leaders have betrayed the trust. They are no longer living up to the pledge they made during their campaigns. The Constitution has been so fractured, there is no foundation anymore for that country to stand. There is just no foundation. Everything that must stand must have a foundation. There is no foundation for Nigeria to stand, to even make a progress. The land has been desecrated. There is no law anymore governing anybody. It's like a land where everybody does what seems right to them. There is anarchy all over the land. So, as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria cannot exist as a country. Nigeria does not have a government. Does not even... Hello? Yes. Yes. Nigeria does not even have a government, does not have a head of government. The president has been there since 2017. When you Google it, you find out that OAU had mourned him since 2017. He doesn't exist. This is why every day, Mayeti Allah can come up and say some nonsense. This is why El Rufai can come up and talk some nonsense. Gumi can go and negotiate with the bandits, and nobody says anything. Killings are happening. Police people are killing. The ex-DSS are sent out as ambassadors of Nigeria. Who has ever seen where this kind of thing happens? The Fulani people are heading everything that is worth taking note of in that country. They are the head of the police, the head of the navy, they are the head of the army, they are the head everywhere. They are the head everywhere. So, when you look at it, there is no basis for unity, there is no basis for that government to stand or that country to stand. I think the best thing that will happen to this part of the world is the solution. There are many countries that have had their, there are many countries that have broken up because of this type of insecurity and the government not being stable. Nigeria is so insecure now that even foreigners who used to come, they cannot come to Nigeria because they don't know whether they will leave that country alive or they will be killed. So, my own take for that contraction called Nigeria is the area they divide, the Biafrans go their own way, the Ethiopians go their own way, and the Benue State or the North, wherever they want to go to, they go their own way. I think that's the only thing that will save the people. But otherwise, there's going to be continual killing and destruction in that country. And by the time they finish, like our leader has said, Somalia will be better than that Nigeria. So the earlier they come to their senses and they divide and they let everybody go their own way, the better it will be for them and for the people of that contraction. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If I couldn't keep it short, thank you.
My pleasure. Okay. It doesn't surprise me the insecurity in Nigeria today. I can't wait to see Nigeria totally disintegrated. I'm longing for that, and it's gonna happen very soon. Yes, Fulani people, they will reap what they sow. Nigeria has 1 million factors of insecurity. Nigeria do. There is no job for our young youth. Unemployment. bad government, bad governance, lack of quality of education or training, infrastructure zero, corruption and bribery booming. This is Nigeria for all of us. This is Nigeria. Fulani people, you say that Nigeria is your own. You own Nigeria. They visit us in Nigeria like Biafra. We want to go, and you say you want to keep them. You know, sometimes I'll be thinking, these people that make us, force us to live together with this brutal, sucking, bloody people. You know, I can't believe what is happening, that we can find ourselves together with these people. May Igbo saboteurs, especially Fulani agents in America, there are all of them. The oil companies and those nations who supported and sustained the genocide of my people. May all of them, may God strangle all of them. No, they contributed to what is happening in the children of Chukwuemeka today in Nigeria. Fulani know only one thing: they destroy. Leave the people go. They don't want to do it. The only thing we need in that land is Biafra. Let them continue with their insecurity. For me to conclude, I'm saying this to my people. Biafra youth, young people, to get what you never had, you have to do what you never did. This is very important. Know that every failed experiment is one step to a success. Please, young people, don't give up. We need Nigeria. We need Biafra. And we will never stop till we get Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. Starting from where you left off, people crying all over the zoo country, agitation, security networks springing up, the 3 tiers of government taken by Fulani, all the prominent position, anywhere there is mineral resources, Fulani is heading it. Anywhere that money comes in and goes, Fulani heads it. The roads that we even walking on, Fulani owns it. They tell you when to go, when not to come. I listened to one of the radio preachers talking about this agitation. The person says, I am really grateful that certain parts of the country, especially the Yoruba side, the middle belt, that supported the Fulani in those days to fight Ojuku's initiative to free the entire country, that they are also getting the heat of it now. So many people, our people, the Biafrans, have always been the scapegoats who will die trying to free themselves for many, many years now. They have been the one that has been marginalized. They have been the one that has to go to other countries to look for jobs. Many Biafrans are outside the world because there is no place for them in Nigeria. There is no place for them. And now people that call Fulani their friends are now getting hit. Whether you're a Muslim or not, so long as you're not Fulani type of Islam, you are to be slaughtered in that zoo country. And therefore, everybody is crying. And that is why everybody is now interested in that suggestion. How can we get ourselves free? Everybody is not interested to liberate themselves from the shackles of slavery of the Fulani people on us. They're crying. Just listen, people are dying everywhere. And now they did their food blockade. And there is no hospital. Someone is talking about federal government hospitals, FMC Owerri, FMC Aba. They said that if you cannot even rear a chicken in those hospitals. So even when you're sick,
there is no hope for you. It's not just in Biafra land, it's in so many other corners of that zoo country. The big Fulani people who are in charge of all the resources, if they discover gold today, they are there to fight. These Janjaweed people, they are there to fight to take over the gold. If they discover diamond anywhere, they are there to fight to fight over that one and take it over. If there's oil over, they are there to fight to take that one over. Those of them, when they are sick, they ship them abroad. They have their hospitals abroad. When this pandemic issue happened, that is when I realized that there are some people in the north that actually don't have hospitals to take people to. They have to make some make-believe houses and call it hospital, and where they can quarantine people. Do they care for us? No. Do they care for us? Michael Jackson says they don't care for us. These are people, Fulani Janjaweed, that came to our country, that took over and buy the people over. They don't care for you, common people over there. They don't care for you. And that is why their people are crying everywhere now. They are looking for their freedom. And indeed, that is the end of Nigeria. I was listening to one of the Fulani earlier in a radio channel, a radio interview channel, and he's saying, we are worried about this, whatever name he's calling them. He's calling the freedom fighters, he has a name he's calling them, which I'm not interested in. He said that we Fulani people, we are also worried. Why are they worried? Because they can see the break, the shaking. It is like a prophecy. People are announcing it everywhere. Nigeria is shaking. It's on the brink of falling. My dear, we will die once. One time. We are not going to die forever. You can't just continue to die forever and ever. That is why wherever you're holding on to, other than the people that have chosen the path of insult to eat, to take that morsel of food and die forever, other than those people which I know that one day they will see the results of their folly. Hold on to whatever you're holding on to. The southern side is now, the western side is now, if Yoruba land, we didn't even know. It's only through this media I understand that so many of their land is already taken. These or even their marketplaces are under, I had it from Ipob, they are even under Fulani. But yeah, we have to struggle to get out of the shackles. They have all done their network neatly, buying our people over. If they can't kill you, they buy you and buy you to their side. But common people, no, we refuse. We refuse. We don't want to be in their net. Because if you're in Fulani net, there's still death awaiting you. If you accept them and work on their side, they only give you time. They have to take you up because starting from their oldest people, they say they can't eat in the same place with us. They cannot do things. So why do you think they're going to be comfortable with you? Even if you serve them, all the people that serve them, they kill them. Yes, Nigeria is going to break up. All of us are in support of it. We want to go our separate ways. How can you be living together in the same country with people we call infidels? Go back to Sahel. Saudi Arabia is a dry country, but now all of you go there for jihad. Go and establish Sahel. Go and do your jihad over there. And leave our country alone. You are sitting all at the resources, and that is why the people are crying. They have no hospital. They have no road. They have no even food to eat. Their farms has been destroyed. But our leaders, some leaders in Yoruba land too, are in support of this Janjaweed, and that is why the people are crying. And I know that one day, God in heaven will hear our cry, and Fulani will come with their face down. Fulani and all their cohorts, and everybody that is working for them, they will all fall with their face down, and all of us will rise up. Continue crying. We will be liberated one day. Thank you. Dr. Tina, are you there?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I am saying that yes, this does signal the end of the zoo. Everybody's crying, so the end is near for sure. The end is near. Let's take a few last moments and minutes to condole with our Onyendi. We just wanted to make sure that our leader knows that when he hurts, all of Biafra people hurt. And on behalf of my family and myself and IPOB for us family, the community of Vintage Biafra, Radio Biafra women, all of us, freedom fighters everywhere. We want to reach out and tell Lola, Wada Kanu, who lost her mother, and of course our Onyendi and their entire family, that during this time of tremendous loss, we are with you in spirit. Our prayers will be with you always. Be strong. God will comfort you. My sisters, please condole with our first family for their loss of their mother, grandmother, and mother-in-law. Go ahead.
Our leader, Mazi Chukwuemeka, so much has been happening to you. I just remember your words. Each time you pass through a stage, I remember one of the things I would look at as a landmark. And one of them is that God has given you a job like no other. The job of liberating Biafra is a job like no other. A job where you're working and your family members are passing and you're unable to see them. And yet you keep on fighting. And right now, your wife, your better half, your beautiful lady, has lost her mom too. Her loss is our loss. We cry out for you. Our heart goes out to you, and our prayers goes out to you and your family for all the loss that you're going through as you fight for the liberation of Biafra. We will remember that. Our generations will remember your struggle, your effort. Your name and your family will be written in that gold pen for this great work that God has given to you. And you're doing it with all your heart. You're doing it without looking back. One day God will dry away all the tears. When you see Biafra emerge, that is your goal. And that goal, God will surely do it. Take heart, and may the Lord of peace provide peace for you, your family, your wife, and all their relatives. For your loss is our loss. Thank you.
Thank you. Sister Kunle.
Yes, my sister. Yes, I'm very sorry for the loss of the mother of the wife of our leader, Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie. I'm very sorry. Such is life. I would like to offer you and your family our deepest and most sincere condolences. And may the soul of your mother and the sister-in-law rest in peace. Our condolences to you and your family on the passing of your mother. You know, Oyendu and wife, you know that you guys, all of us know that we are all foreigners in this world. We are passing through. And nobody will tell me that you're going to live in this world forever. We come and we must depart when the time comes. Today is the mother of the wife. Tomorrow it may be my own mother or even myself. We shouldn't be afraid for death that may come anytime. So take heart and take courage. It's a part of our life and it's a part of our struggle. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. My sisters, we have come to the end of our program today. We want to continue to say to fellow Biafrans, please continue to plant your seeds. This is planting time. This is planting season. We want to use a Biafra wherever you are, whether you're in diaspora, whether you're in Nigeria, whether you are in Biafra. Please join the struggle because with you we are strong. And if you can, whenever our Onyendi opens up for you to join ESN and continue the defense of our land, please do so. Please do so. Please do so, because the defense of our land, the security of our people, the security of our land is paramount right now. Is the most important thing that we can do. So please continue to do so. My sisters, if you have parting words, please join in and let's say goodbye to Mazi Alozie, and whatever you have to say, please do. Thank you.
Yeah, what I was going to say is about our Easter certificate. So we are praying. We can support it and we can keep on. Yes. You or hate you, their friends, their jealousy of you. Keep on the good job. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you very much, Sister Victoria.
Yes, my encouragement goes to the Eastern Security Network, especially those whose family has been scattered for this purpose. Some of them are no longer living with their wives. Some of them have not seen their children for a long time. Some of them in the camp are hungry, and some of them are they are like in the fence, and they are like, do I continue? Do I step out? I want to leave you with this word. Anyone who put their hand in the plow and look back is no longer worthy. You have placed your hand there. God has called you for the liberation of Biafra land. Just like he did to Job, Job had to lose everything for him to get everything. Put your faith and your hope and your whole heart in that call that God has called you to liberate Biafra land. You will not lose. I believe God, you will not lose. So be encouraged. Wife and children, everywhere, be encouraged. These men are doing a noble cause, and they will not be forgotten. You will not be forgotten. Thank you.
On that note, we say goodbye to Mazi Alozie. Thank you very much, my sisters. You have done a marvelous job this morning. Mazi Alozie, are you ready? And there you are.
Yes.
Weekend blessings, and we'll see you another time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. You have a nice weekend. Yeah, thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. There you have it. The program has ended. We wish to invite every Biafran and all lovers of freedom in Belgium to our forthcoming fundraising in support of the activities of ESN. Belgium people are conducting their own fundraising. Date April the 5th, 2021. It's on Easter Monday time, 4 p.m. It's by Zoom. Guest of honor Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So join them. Belgium family. April 5, 2021. Let's have a little talk for a while, and then I'll go back to the call line. Don't call yet. Don't call, because I'm not going to answer you. We're inviting somebody to make a statement, and after that I'll open the phone line. If you call, I will not answer you, so don't bother calling. It's not that it's just what we have to do. We have an important message for you, so that's why I'll delay the call. So ESN, people must be very grateful that we have that ESN put for our defense. The name only is causing a problem, and for the people that are enemies. Okay, let's have this message for you, and I'll be back. Chinas, are you ready?
Yes, Mazi Alozie, I'm ready.
Okay, over to you. Go ahead.
So I'm on air directly.
Exactly, you're live.
Okay, Mazi Alozie, good evening, sir.
Welcome.
Yes, good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Chukwuemeka. I want to use this medium this evening from the state of Kuwait just to lend my voice to our people and also inform our people the challenges we are having in Biafra land. But before I proceed, I would like to say thank you, Mazi Alozie, and thank you, all of you who are always on the radio, keeping our people informed around the world what is happening in our land, making sure that our people are updated on the day-to-day activities of the Nigerian police and the Nigerian military. Our people in Biafra land must know that the Nigerian government has brought war in our land. For many years, our leader has been shouting this, our leader has been screaming, but I think today it has dawned to every one of us to understand that indeed that the Fulanis and the Nigerian government, they are so determined to make sure that they kill Biafrans. But before I will go go deeply, I just want to draw attention of every IPOB family in Biafra land. We have to know, every one of us have to stand up, be very active, be very vigilant wherever you are, because the Nigerian government and the Nigerian police are moving house to house, adopting some of our people. We know we have been shouting this for many years, but they have intensified in adopting our people at home. Nobody is calling their attention now. Nobody is telling them to stop. As they are going around, all those policemen in Biafra land who are leading them to go to our houses to adopt some of our brothers and our sisters, the question we are asking is this. Do you think that if you are a policeman in Biafra land, do you think that Biafrans don't know where you are living? Do you think that IPOB families don't know where you are living? I do not understand when you want to play this game, how long you want to play it. You are playing this game in our land. You are playing this game in a land that outnumbered many of you. On a day-to-day basis, you are going to our houses. You are adopting our brothers. You are adopting our sisters. You are picking them, even those you adopted in Imo State, some of them you have shipped them to Abuja, the same Abuja. Presently, you are going house to house. Anybody you hear that is IPOB member, you will pick him up. Even those who are not just IPOB, ordinary Biafrans, maybe they are just supporter. We have said this thing time and again that they are profiling our people. For example, almost all the people that was lifted from Imo State, lifted from Odibo to the northern part, all of them are from all Igbos. They are all Igbos. People from Ebonyi, people from Delta State, Anioma side, people from Imo State, Anambra, Abia State, from Rivers. They picked them, those from Eleme, Ikwere people. They were all among the people they picked among the ladies. And some of them are not even IPOB members. They are just Biafrans. That is why we are telling our people, it's better every one of us stand up and understand there is a danger. Sometimes you may think they are looking for an IPOB member. No. Anybody they pick, whether they verify the information, as long as you are Igbo, as long as they see maybe you support the struggle in one way or the other, they are picking you. Therefore, we are calling our people, everybody have to wake up and be at alert. Always report. Do not wait. 2 days ago now, yesterday, we have found out one of our brothers was shot along Port Harcourt Express Road. One IPOB member, they shot him and dumped his body along the highway. Nobody is saying anything. They pick people, they shot them along the way and dump their bodies. But when we post this now on Facebook will ban us because they don't want to see the crimes that Nigerian government are committing. We continue to shout, we continue to scream the constant killing of our people. Today, some people are saying unknown gunmen, unknown gunmen. The question is, why is there unknown gunmen? This has been what they have been doing to us. Who knows? They may still be the same people because they want to justify the invasion of our land. Because they have been killing us for many years. They have been killing us. Have they ever shown us one of the military, one of the police who was among the people who killed our people? What happened in the National High School? Have they brought to book any of the policemen who followed in that massacre? They haven't. What happened in Ipob? Have they handed over any police officer who killed our people? They haven't. What happened in our leaders' residence? Have Nigerian government said hold any police officer responsible for going to our leaders' house and massacre people? They haven't. Who among our people have they killed and they hold one? Even those who are killed on bus stop, those who are killed on police checkpoints, there is no case. If anybody have any case where a policeman killed somebody in Biafra land and he's being held responsible or being judged in any court, let the person bring out the evidence. They have been killing people. Today they say unknown government, they point at IPOB, they point at ESN. But the question we have to ask ourselves, before the arrival of ESN, before the arrival of IPOB, do people attack police stations? Do criminals attack police on their checkpoints? Do people attack police people in their police stations? Do people attack prisons? Do people attack courts? If these things that it has been happening in this society before the arrival of ESN, before the arrival of IPOB, how on earth can somebody be pointing his fingers on IPOB and ESN? Yes, out of anger, frustration, because none of them are saying anything. Our leader can tell people, I am happy for this, because these are people who are revenging for the death of our people. But it is unfortunate that some people have taken it upon themselves. Some people, they raise their voice, they go to report, they say now they have remembered British Embassy, they have sent them. But the question is, can the people prove their point, or are they just talking? Any case you are making, because IPOB, we have gone to embassies around the world, we have submitted letter in the highest authorities, in the highest governing bodies, they don't listen to us. So let us watch out. What I can tell our people, it seems that the world do not want to listen. And I think that the solution lies in us. If the only way they want us to go is to defend our land, the most important thing is that look at the Fulanese, what they are doing in our land. The question is this: have you ever asked yourself, what do the Fulanese want? What do they want? They have a land, a bigger land in the north, more than they have in the southeast. They have irrigations, the whole dams. Many dams in Nigeria are built in the north for irrigations, for agriculture. Even if they want to turn the whole northern region to just only cattle colony, they have the capacity. But they leave all of that place. They told us that their land is bigger, they are bigger in land mass. The question is, what are they coming to do in our tiny small land? What are they coming? They say they built the dam so that they can make agriculture and produce food and produce everything they like. But they left all those things, continue marching down to the south. They are not coming just to come and do that. They are coming to kill our people. Had it been that they are in the bush rearing their cows, they don't destroy they make sure that, because they control their cows, they make sure their cows doesn't go to our farms. Nobody will talk about them. But they are in their farm, they are in the forest. They don't allow our parents to come to the farm. They rape our mothers, they rape our sisters, they kill them, and they are proud, they feel proud. They tell you that if you talk, they will kill you. For For years we have been shouting all the Fulani settlements. There is always an army checkpoint there because the army is controlling them. The army is backing them up. All this high-profile kidnapping you see, it is the Nigerian army and the Nigerian police they are the one perfecting all these kidnappings. When they, for example, in Isoji, all this area, when they kidnap you, the army have their own mini military barracks inside those Fulani settlements. When they capture you, they put you there, the Fulani started negotiating. You can't go there. They think we don't know all what they are doing. All the Fulani attacks in our land, it is the military and the DSS that submit them rifles they use to attack our people. None of them think we don't know. And all these things are happening. Nobody is saying anything because Mazi Chukwuemeka have decided that we are going to take our destiny into our hands. Now some people have come out. But what we are saying is everybody is free to speak whatever you want to speak. Everybody is free to yap anything you want to yap. But one thing is sure, we are marching towards the restoration of Biafra. We are focused. We are not looking, hearsay, because our destination is to restore Biafra. And if we cannot restore Biafra, if this generation of IPOBs cannot restore Biafra, that means our people will go into slavery for another 100 years. What we are doing is not something coming out. We are not aliens. We know what is happening. Everybody knows what is happening. The most important thing, people are talking. I saw people talking about Obio furniture, all these things. The question is this. This Obio furniture has been there. They haven't formed. They have killed our people from time to time. They never provide any security. They are there. They've been macheting our people. They haven't. All of a sudden, he has bought a car. He got the money to buy a car, bought motorcycles, and the gang of people. One thing is this, anybody preparing to fight IPOB is wasting his time. Anybody preparing to fight ESN is wasting his time. We have come a very long way. From 2013, 14, up till now, we are going to 7 years to 8 years in this struggle. We are not new. They can threat us. They can go anywhere and talk, but we are focused. And that is what I want every Biafran, wherever you are. We have to be very, very focused. The restoration of Biafra is very, very near. Do not be distracted by anybody. They can lay all kind of accusation against us. They can say anything they like. It's just to distract our attention. We must know that we are in this struggle for the restoration of Biafra. The Nigerian government, the police, the army, they have consistently massacred our people. For example, everybody saw the video, the Inspector General of Police, where he said, anytime you feel threatened, why do you have the gun? Use it to defend yourself. People do not understand what that word means. Our duty is to listen very carefully whenever these people make any comment. He said, why do you have the gun? When do you use the gun? When your life feels threatened. That means before we don't even talk to them, we said, why are you taking 20 naira from me? They will kill you. Now he has given them a license to kill our people. He can say, my life is threatened. I just feel like, maybe you tell him, officer, what did I do? He said, my life is threatened. He will shoot you. He said, because he feels threatened. Did you see a very dangerous word the Commissioner of Police have coined, the IG of Police have coined and handed over to the military people and to the police? You can bang into my house in the night that you're a police officer. I said, why did you come to my house? You said your life is threatened. You shoot me down. And this is what our people must be very, very careful. But one thing is this, that we have to promise them. Nobody should be afraid of the Nigerian police. Nobody should be afraid of anybody in Biafra land. The days of fear has gone. This is the time everybody has to rise up by his feet. Open your eyes. Don't neglect anything in your environment. All they are doing now is what they can do. And they cannot do more than this. Last time they came to Olo, that is all they can do. What they can do is to come on area bombardment. That is all. That is the highest level of their military power they can demonstrate in Biafra land. And it is good that they have demonstrated it earlier. Now we understand that their last resort will come by air to bomb innocent Biafrans. They did it in Olo. The world did not say anything. Instead, people were rejoicing. Yes, they have bombed you people. But what we are saying is the day is coming. That aeroplane, that war jet, they are flying in our area. The day is coming when it will go down and no one again will fly on our airspace. We have told them time without number that these Biafrans they are seeing are not those ones in 1967 to 1970. Most of them think that one thing that many of them are thinking is that you are following a governor talking. You are following a senator talking. When the governor writes, you follow him and write. But those governors you are seeing, all of them in the night, they run around, start begging IPOB. All of them start begging, please, 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 we are sorry. We know what, we understand what you are talking. These are the people some of you are following. Some of you are following them. Tomorrow the governor will leave you and run away. But you will be in Biafra land and you will call him, he will never answer your telephone. What we are doing, we are testing the water. IPOB is testing the water. And gradually we are getting to that particular destination. I do not want to talk about ESM because ESM is a different entity. Our leader Mazi Chukwuemeka have floated. They know their assignment is to make sure that no Fulani remains in our land, in the bush, not in our land. The Fulanis, our leader has made it very, very clear. Any of them can rent a house. Rent a house anywhere you are. Live like a normal human being. Not living in our bushes. Not living in our farms. Killing our people. The issue of ESN is something we cannot discuss because it is not in our power to discuss what they are doing. Only a single mission. Make sure the Fulani herdsmen and all these Fulani terrorists in our forest that they are being chased out of the forest so that our people can go back to farm because already that is why they're threatening us with food blockage. That is why they are threatening us with food blockage, if everybody don't know. So, Mazi Alozie, I just try to clarify these few things. And the one thing I have to assure our people, wherever you are, if an IPOB principal officer, be very, very careful. They can just pick you for doing nothing. They just hate you that because you proclaim that you're a Biafran. But I'm telling every one of you that this is the time we have to push on. Do not backslide. We are at the edge of victory. We are at the edge of victory. And we're also using this opportunity to call the Nigerian police. We call the Nigerian security forces. We are asking them to focus their strength in the northeast of Nigeria, where the Fulani bandits and the Boko Haram are ravaging communities, homes. In Biafra land, we do not need them to come to our land and kill our people for no reason. We are now speaking to them in a gentle way. Days will come when we are not going to speak anymore in a gentle way. We are calling on, if your brother is a police officer, Mazi Alozie, let me clarify this thing also. They are our people. They said they are Igbo. It is not Igbo people that they are killing. But I can tell you very clearly, some Igbo police officers are evil. We must make this thing very clear. Some Igbo police officers, I say some bad eggs, they are the one who are arresting our brothers. They are the one who are picking our brothers. They are the one. They are the one patrolling in our communities. It is not Hausa Fulani, because if you see the Hausa Fulani patrolling, they know they are at risk. So they use our Igbo brothers. They are the one they are using. They are the one detaining our people. Mazi Alozie, there is one of our brother they detained. One person in his community, in their compound, pointed him that is an IP IPOB member. The Nigerian police pick up that boy. They pick the boy, detain the boy. While they detain the boy was about to have mental problem. They now pick, come and tell his brother to come and sign for his bail. The brother now go and sign for his bail. They release his brother and that boy is mad now. As I'm talking to you, the boy is mad. High level madness. And they are detaining his brother for coming to sign for him. Why wouldn't they go and they arrest the same mad person they release? His brother went and signed for his younger brother to go and get a treatment. Now the boy is mad because they know he was behaving abnormal. He already got mentally ill. They release him, hold his brother. This is what they are doing to our people. They are detaining two brothers. And the person who have pointed him and destroyed that family, he wants us to see him on the road and clap for him over our dead body. Because his mission is to destroy. This is our brothers. This is IPOB members. We are under oath. If we are not, we don't hide it. We are under oath in IPOB. Anybody that is a member of IPOB, anywhere you arrest him, if you kill him, you have killed all of us. If you kill any IPOB member, we will never forgive. Thank God there is social media. If I forget, another person won't. If you forget, I won't. Every crime, everything they have done to our people, we are not going to let anyone go for free. Mazalo, I am living in a country since after the Operation Desert Storm in Kuwait, since 1990. Mazalo, Kuwait is still looking for their dead people. Iraq is still paying for what they did in Kuwait till tomorrow. What Nigeria did to our people in 1967 to 1990, what have Nigeria done for us? What compensation have we received from Nigeria? Do you know that Germany is still paying for the Second World War by Adolf Hitler? They are still paying till today to other European countries where Hitler went and destroyed. Almost all the electricity in most of the European countries are being paid by Germany. And it will last for 100 years because of what Hitler did to European countries. So Biafrans don't deserve to get those compensation. They kill us almost how many millions? And after the war, they never want us to rise up again. They continue to kill us. They mount road checkpoints. They adopt our people. And also, this is a warning. Nothing is hidden anywhere. We have a record. Most of our sisters was picked from Iguacha to the north. We have the record of those Igbo people who participated in raping them in Mogadishu Barrack in Abuja. We have your record. The only savior is that they will send you to Sambisa, because anywhere IPOB will haunt you, we will never leave you. Most of you who raped our sisters, who destroyed their life, most of them now, as they come out, they can't even return back. Most of them are traumatized. Some of them don't want to see Odibo. They don't want to go near Odibo. And this is what we are saying. Whatever you are doing, we don't have any problem with anybody. Everybody is free to talk as they like. We are talking, you can talk. But what we are saying is that while you are talking, try to be truthful in anything you are saying. Because when you are lying against our people who died in the cause for this struggle, pray that we don't lay our hands on you. All these 7 years is because our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu they are talking is a very gentle man. He's a very considerate man. I'm telling you people. We pray that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lead this struggle till the end, till we get Biafra. Because if anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some of us will do something the world will shake. Some of us will do something we will go crazy. And what we will do, it will go in history. So everybody continue to pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the leadership of IPOB to make sure they are very judgmental. They make sure that they think deep. They make make sure that any decision that is being taken, it is for the benefit of Biafrans. And also, I will use this opportunity to tell the political leaders in Igbo land, what we are asking is not much. We don't have roads. We don't have roads. We don't have any health care. We don't have any electricity in our land. Even in this generation, people have invested in green energy. This is not petrol. This is just ordinary sun. Solar energy. Many countries have invested in them. Till now, Nigeria have not invested one. Our leaders have not even invested even one. We are still living in darkness, and you want us to be happy? And to close this discussion this night, I want them to know, after the Second World War, all our people who the Europeans, remember during the Second World War, the Nigeria or the area called Southern Protectorate and Northern Protectorate, the British, they picked people from all their colonies around the world to come to fight during the Second World War. And when they took these black people to go and fight in Europe and all these things, they found out that, we can kill white people, so they are falling. It was also one of the things that motivated the decolonization of Africa. That was why when most of them who came back from Europe after the Second World War, they said, no, we are coming to dispose these white people, these people that are enslaving us in our land. That was also what catapulted to the independence of many African countries. It served as a very heavy factor. They should know, history has repeated itself. First time they killed us, Biafrans, we were not everywhere in the world. Presently, we are all over the world. We have seen countries where wars have gone on. We've seen somebody like I've seen things that happen in Sudan. I have seen in Sri Lanka. I have seen in many places how it is being handled. I have seen determination in the face of people, and this determination is what most of us is carrying. And the day is coming when the game will be at the peak. Every Biafran, every dedicated Biafran, we will march our foot in that land of Biafra, and every enemy, anybody who has been an opposition to this restoration of Biafra, it is better you keep your mouth shut than you oppose the freedom for the children of God. Mazi Alozie, thank you so much for giving me almost half a minute, half an hour to talk to our people. I hope from time to time I will come onto your program or other programs to make sure I give an encouraging word for our people, to tell them Nigeria is a joke. Nigeria is a joke. Whatever they are doing, they are restructuring, they are 2023, they are election, they are jokers. They think at the initial time they call us miscreants, they call us Facebook warriors. Today they are crying about ESN. When they ask themselves, is ESN not ordained? A security outfit just launched in less than 3 months. They have done wonderfully very well. Today, many of you are driving from Aba to Owerri. There is no police checkpoint, no criminality. It is the police that are kidnapping you on the road. It is police that are killing you on the road. It is police that are extorting you on the road. Many of you today are driving from Aba to Enugu. No policeman is disturbing you. Nobody robbed you. But they are coming out. If you see some robbery, they are the one coming out to rob people because they can't extort money any longer on the road. Every time they tell us criminality, that is why. Check these dates, all these dates. Are people not moving freely? Are goods and services not moving freely in Biafra land? Are you not driving from place to place without police harassment? Even those who are condemned, because they know they did something wrong. That's why all of them want police. They want to go on siren. They want to intimidate you any time of the day. That's why they want every big man will get money. He will build police station in his village because he wants to use the police to intimidate his village people. Everybody rise up. If you get money, you come and build police in your community. Before, our people are not troublemakers. Issues are settled in the village square. If you did something wrong, they will fine you. They intentionally bring in police. The police has become like the churches in all the nook and crannies of our land. The police are there extorting people. Even women going to the market by leg, they extort them. Women will be carrying gari that they will go to their farm, process the gari. They are carrying it on their head to go to the farm, to go to the market. Police will extort from these women. And somebody will tell us to keep silent. We keep silent and watch at them. Many of you, are you not benefiting the road a little bit, even though the unknown gunmen, we don't know who they are, but are you not benefiting from this road? At least this time, have you seen accidental discharge? Have you seen them kill somebody on the bus stop again? Have you seen them for all this period? Because they put in your mind that immediately police is there, criminality will flow. They are the ones who are perpetuating the crime. They are the ones hobbling the criminals. They know where they are. They want to make our region to be a place of criminality. When you come back from abroad, if you don't go to settle the police, they will tell their gang they come and kidnap you. If you come, I could remember one time I was home, the policeman came and told me that don't sleep in your house, so don't sleep in your house. You need to go and. I said, I have lived outside for many years. I will come back. You don't want me to sleep in my house? If you want to sleep, you give them money. If you don't give them, that is tomorrow they will send them people to assassinate you or to kidnap you. That you are very wicked. I could remember a time I was at home, I was driving, an Igbo police officer stopped me near my father's along the road to my father's compound, hold me for more than 3 hours and told me that I look so stingy because I don't want to give him money, that he's not going to leave me, that engine for this, engine for that I look stingy. I'm carrying this type of car, I don't want to give him money. They hold me for more than 3 hours. This is what we are going through. I have a laptop in my hand, that my son can even open. He told me I should bring the receipt for this laptop. What an embarrassment. Laptop of $50 or $100. This is all the humiliation people are going. If you are living in Lagos, many of you living in Lagos, if you want to go home, you will first go and make a way bill. Your telephone, your Android phone, or your iPhone, you put it way bill to go to the east. You buy small Nokia, you now enter bus. Why are you doing this? Because you are afraid of the police. They will stop you and they transfer all the money in your account. They will tell you to open your phone and they will take away your money. That is why there is no more money they are seeing on the phone. That is why they have resorted in kidnapping. So they know you don't have any money. They hold you, tell your family to bring money. That is what they are doing now. That is why you see the high rate of kidnapping, because there is nobody carrying the money again, moving along the road. Nobody is traveling with cash. No money in the bank. Everything is on the line, transfer. And most of our youth are not into armed robbery. It is those old, because some of them prefer to go and do their Yahoo, be online. It is all these old policemen, they are the ones also doing the crime. Okay. Right. Everybody has to be very careful. Yeah. Mazi Alozie, thank you so much for giving me this time. And may Chukwuemeka bless you and bless all the other hosts who has been doing a great job on Radio Biafra. And I will say good night from the state of Kuwait. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you, Chinasa. Thank you very much. Yeah. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi Alozie, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
Oh, thank you. My name is Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie. I am the national PRO of IPOB here in the United States of America. I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I am from Amibo. Amibo is an Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King Dada of Ipob. Mazi, I thank you for all the good job you do, and I thank God Almighty for Mazi Nandikano. Yes, Mazi, I was listening to what our brother was saying. But what I want to tell the Biafrans, what I want to tell Nigerians, what I want to tell the politicians is that they have come to the end of the road. There is no going back. But I want to tell these people that we are wounded lion. We have been injured. We have been destroyed. We have been, mentally destroyed in every form. The children that were born in that country. I told you that we don't have anything to lose. We do not have anything to lose. So let them know it. Because that place is going to be our burial ground. This Biafra is what we are fighting for, and this is the Biafra that we are going to get. But there is nothing that we are not going to negotiate with these people for. Because for the fact that Nigeria, upon the fact that 3.5 million to 5 million people were intentionally killed, children were starved to death. There was no feeling bad. Nobody said, oh, I'm so sorry. But they have the impetus. They have that audacity to continue to kill us up to today. To continue to kill. How can you not cry? How can they just beat a child and tell the child not to cry? How can they not provide your children? You didn't provide and then you tell them not to complain. Why is it that we must be killed? Why is it that we must be marked out to be exterminated? So that is the question that I am asking. Why is it that they think that we are the one that they have to kill every time? If you go to every part of Nigeria, then you will see in the jail, in their cell, all these are the Biafran children. From the north to the west to every part of Nigeria, it is the Biafran children who have never done anything. The audacity, please. Audacity, they have the audacity to kill us. They have the audacity to emasculate us. It cannot happen because we cannot take it anymore. So the question now is that, what have we done to be put in this type of situation? Why do they think that they're going to stop us? They don't know that we have gone too far, that we're not going to go any back again. Let them know. If they're thinking that the Nigeria they see is going to be normal, the way they used to see Nigeria, they are wasting their time. Because as we are talking, as I am saying, believe me, there will not be any peace in Nigeria. So I am telling them this. So I'm calling all our brothers, all our sisters, please, the Eastern security is there for us. And this is the security of the people, by the people, and for the people. So I am urging you, please, for you to make any contribution, no matter how little it is, to this Eastern Security Network. I am urging you to please make the donation, no matter how little the donation is, make it, please, to the Eastern Security Network. And if you want to do this, you can go to our website, and that our website is www.ipobinUSA.org. www.ipobinUSA.org. Mazi, thank you, and God bless you for all the things that you do for Biafra.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. Caller, your name and where are you calling?
Mazi, I'm calling from Lagos. My name is Kelechi.
Welcome, Kelechi. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mazi. My little contribution is here. Now I know that our brother Tina Samuel is listening. I want to see this because Ndi Boso Bochaga we see one. Now we see let us pour one at the same time. You see these boys, what do they call them? Task force. Those people they put in our place as task force. Those guys too are worse than Nigerian police. Because our brothers that are suffering riding Okada, riding Keke, when they finish, the government, the stupid governors we have and local government chairman, they are using those task force to extract money from our brothers. In fact, they are worse because what they charge our brothers that are riding Okada and Keke, after hard working, they are worse than Nigerian police. And I think now, please, our brother China said, you should tell our leader it's a time to look into those criminals. They are worse. They are worse than Nigerian police and the army. If you see what those people are doing, we need to stop them by all means. Because we know them. These ones, they are our brothers. They are our brothers, and they're inflicting hardship on their own fellow brothers that are riding Okada and Keke and boss. So we need to checkmate them and stop them the same time we are stopping the zoo and their police. And those who are saying that the people who have been killed, the police who have been killed in our land, they are our brothers. Mazi, if you see what our brothers in police are doing, if you see what people in police are doing, Mazi, if I tell you my experience with these people, there is a day I traveled to my village. From I traveled with before I get to Ansar, I was late around 8 in the night. So I drive through, getting to a place they call rest house in Abakaliki, before Abakaliki. Then you divert from that rest house going to my village. If you didn't want to go through a horse. Now, as I get to that place, it was at that kind 11:30 in the night. There are some police people that are there. 3 of them are Igbo, Biafran people. 3 of them. I gave them 1,000 naira. They say I will pay 5,000 because I was driving late hour. They packed me there from that 11 o'clock till 4 a.m. I'm talking of Igbo people. If you see how wicked these people are, if you see how wicked, and that day I would not have any, what I have was 1,000 naira with me. I said, it is when I get to the village I will make withdrawal because that time was night. I don't want to carry money along. So this guy keep me there till 4 a.m. End of the day, they still collected that 1,000 naira from me. These people, they are very devilish. In fact, if you see any of our brother in police uniform in our land, it is better you kill him first before even you talk about the Fulani people because they are the worst people. And if you see the people who are maltreating our people, one day I was arrested in Ipob when I went to obtain my international passport. Do you know the people that tortured me in the prison in Ibadan? They are my Igbo brother. One of them is from Ipob State, or Hosraf to be precise, from my village. So these people, if you see how heartless our people are, my brother Mazi, you will not pity for anybody that is a police, that is a Biafran that is killed. In fact, I wish our unknown government should go from family to family, ask which family have his family member in police. Let us know where they are. We should kill them first because these are the people that they are using. They are using this here in Lagos. There is not what I'm going through today now as I'm talking to you. Last week or so, one of our brothers, a police officer, sometimes when I hear our people saying they kill a police, those police they kill army, and they are our brother, they are the worst enemy. If you are not enemy of the people, why are you still in the police? Why are you still in the army? Our leader have given them offer. We pay you double of what they are paying you in the zoo army or police. That is what our leader offer was given to them free of charge until we settle this dispute, and all of them they are still in because they want to commit crime, they want to steal, they want to do evil. That is what kill people. That is why they are still in Nigerian police, and I wish all of them die before Biafra. God bless you.
It's terrible. Thank you, Kelechi. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi Alozie, good evening from here.
Good morning, welcome. Oh, good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Biafra from here. My name is Pastor Jack. I just want to add my voice to the discussion this evening. Our brother Pastor Kelechi has said it, and just like Tina Saworu said it. You know, one of the problems with more especially Biafran police officers, most of them have already accepted defeat. They have seen themselves with inferiority complex as people who are already conquered. So they rather join the enemy to subjugate and maltreat their own people in order to get favor from those enemies. But most of them do not know that what they are actually doing is wrong, but they are thinking it is a fun. And that also leads us to say, if you are a police officer or army in the zoo and you don't want to resign, and you enter the trap of any of our people, we will kill you. We will not mind where you're coming from because your stupidity right from the onset, you never wanted to drop it. You have been stupid all the while until when we now say enough is enough. So we don't, personally, I don't empathize nor sympathize with any soul, whether police or army, that's being killed either by unknown government or whatsoever. I don't sympathize with them because today I cannot have a police officer as a friend. I'm just telling you, a quite harmful experience all through my life. So the trauma cannot allow me to have a police officer as a friend in the zoo here to be precise. So having said that, just like one said, there are so many things that we cannot forgo. We have been at war. Our people have been killed for many decades up until this very moment we are speaking. The killing has not stopped. In fact, the worst of them all is that the Biafran politicians have joined the enemies that have killed us, that killed our people, up to 6 million people, when our then leader called for restructuring, that everybody could quietly get this restructuring and develop at their own pace. They refused. They had to kill our people, 6 million. And after then, they said no victor, no vanquish. They started to kill our people again, abduct our people, they emasculate us, their policy were geared to us against our development and our progress. Everybody in the Biafra land must move down to either Lagos or to the north in order for you to see something to eat, in order for you to survive. And the exodus continue because of the policy promulgated against our people. Many of our people began to call for restructuring, they refused. Fulani said Nigeria belongs to them. Of course, they belong to OIC. So, because IBB voted for it, he voted billions of dollars to Islamize Nigeria. So, they believe that Nigeria belongs to the Fulani. So, it has come to the point because we, after 50 years after the so-called independence, how many years after the war, amalgamation itself has expired. I don't know why any idiot will continue to clamor for one Nigeria. But the one thing is true. We of the generation has come to say we want to get Biafra. And we have tried all possible means, in a legal means, in a peaceful means. We call for a referendum all the while. But this very time around, we will get it that way you people want it. Right from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence. Only the violent taken it by force. The world will be justified, and we have taken every necessary approach for people to know that we are civilized people, because we have called for truth, we have called for legal means of getting our own future determined by our own people. That no governor, no House of Assembly member, no House of Rep, no senator, no person can determine our future. You cannot direct us. We can only go and vote for referendum, and the majority of the people will decide. That has been our culture right from immemorial, and nobody will change that. Since we have started right from many years calling for this, you never listen. Now we have come to that crossroad where we want to burn the bridge. All of us, we will stand down here, we will die here. Either you people give us Biafra, or Nigeria in its entirety will witness doom. That nobody will stop it. If you like, British High Commission can run around, US High Commission, they can do whatever thing they like. The people have made up. Our will is very strong. That ammunition they are supplying, we will make our own ammunition, and we will fight you. If need be, more than 3 years, we must get Biafra at all costs. That is just my submission, Mazi Alozie. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have approximately 7 minutes. We have 7 minutes, so try and make your. If you've called before, please don't call back because we don't have time.
Yes, Mazi. Chukwuemeka will bless you. Thank you so much. My name is Ugo. You see, I want to commend our women. They are doing a very marvelous work. I listened to all their conversation. Yes, it's true that sort of Christian leaders are running away. If you don't condemn evil, evil will look for you. It is a very, very, very big shame that this particular Christian generation, they are not facing the truth. They are not doing the work of Chukwuemeka Alozie. The work that the Almighty God send them, they are not doing it. More especially, let me call you by your name. You call yourself pastors, church leaders. You are keeping silent over the adoption of Neo Sharif. And this girl in question, very sad that our mother said that the 15 years old girl, displaying the kind of quality she has when it comes to the Christianity, as a very strong faith, and all of you are keeping quiet. When they cannot talk, you will say, why must he say this? Why must he say this? Federation of Christian Association. Why can't you condemn evil? Do you know that one of the best character of any good Christian is supposed to be, when you see evil, you condemn it. All of you are running away from truth, and you claim to preach the truth. What you are after is that money that you will receive on Sundays. It is high for all of you to condemn this truth because it is in your door. Let me tell you this. You don't know. Let this get into your head. It is your That is how one day that evil will continue because their plan is general. They want you. These people are the ones that is fighting for their God. Just check it. As a disciple of Christ, Christ told you that when you preach for somebody and that person refused to listen to you, did Christ advise you to fight him? The answer is no. We all know this truth. Check these people, they are fighting for their God. So while all of you are running away from the truth, it is good for you to hold hands together with your brothers and sisters. Let us condemn this evil before it will conjure you. This is my little message. I just want to support our women because they echo it just as our leader said it. It is good for you to condemn this evil because people will condemn you. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We have 5 minutes to go. So if you have something to say, call in right now. I know some people called in and the line is bottled up, but we've been here for a while. And tomorrow we're going to come in early. So tomorrow's program will last for a while, but we'll be leaving, getting off the air around 11 tomorrow. So that is Eastern time. So we're going to come early, but we'll be there for quite a while. So the call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. You heard all that Chinasa said. Nothing is new. And as a matter of fact, Mazi, do you think you have time? You think you have 2 minutes? Caller, do you think you have 2 minutes?
Okay.
If you don't, you hang up, you call tomorrow.
Okay, I think 2 minutes is not enough for me to put up my...
Okay. Call in tomorrow. We'll be on the air for a long time tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Call number +1 484 767 0848. At least the time is up. I'm going to cut it off from here. For all the callers, thank you all very much. We'll be on the air again tomorrow for a while. So tomorrow is going to be a marathon. It's going to be a very long one. And the women will be on the air too tomorrow. So I'm making our time for it. We use that time we have. So thanks to all of you. I can stay some more, but I'm going into another conference. So it starts sharp on the hour. So otherwise I would have been here for some more. So I thank all of you.